you snap right out of it, literally and figuratively. Aaron, did you end up getting that Kickstarter stuff yet, or not yet? Yeah, I couldn't quite remember when it was supposed to release, only that I saw it and I was like, I know a guy who might be interested in that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
you're. It's right up.
Yeah, that is indeed.
If
Cool.
I could,
Well,
I want to interject one more time though, real quick.
by all means, please take it away.
I was fucking around with my audio settings. I couldn't talk. I have the next heist mostly ready, so whenever Dagoth wants a break, I need a little bit more prep, but I actually have to get a prep from my other group for Sunday, so I'll be ready for you guys whenever.
He's putting together
Cool.
a team.
Yeah, it's a very elite.
Yeah, always. That's right. The crack squadron. When makes sense for like if your school year is starting back up, like is it like, hey, let's try and well, August is tough, I think, because what, Onion, you're going away? Are you gone like the
Next
24th or something?
no, I leave on the 16th and I'm back on the 24th.
Right. Okay. In any case, is it like, do you want to try and play before August is out because then you go back to school? Are you thinking like sometime after the school year starts? What makes
After
sense,
we
like in
start,
terms of actually running it? Say again.
after we start is fine. Like the 28th of September maybe is a good day.
Cool. That is definitely
Benion's
something we can think
birthday?
about. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Benion's
can.
birthday, you would do that? Yeah. Oh boy. Cool. That is great to hear and think about. I always love the opportunity to get a chance to play, and yeah, happy to start ballparking that mamma jamma as well. And then obviously Doza will run like 2 day in person session for us in New Orleans when we get down there.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
dude.
He said.
Real RP. Make sure you bring your tiger stripe camouflage, dude.
We're going
A
to the
pistol and
chonkles.
a rusty bayonet and a lot of opium.
We're gonna be blowing up.
Mhm.
That's That's right. We're doing Operation Phoenix, the D&D game.
That's right,
Um,
baby. Everyone's a
well,
tunnel rat and they're just trying to get by.
just trying to get by. That's it. That's all any of us ever really are. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I will look forward to that. And we'll figure that stuff out in the near future. In the meantime, back here in Leylon, in the House of Thalavar. Yeah, you guys stand here up on the sort of third floor of the tower. Again, the sort of most destroyed of the bunch that you've seen thus far, as this rubble piles high, blocking off all this hallway and things like that. And there are a couple guards toiling away here, clearing stone.
Did
So with
we
that,
talk to the guards? I can't remember.
No, we had basically just got up here when we had to wrap up last session, so we had not spoken to the guards yet.
How many are there?
I would say there's
Yeah.
like probably two up here working
Okay.
at the moment, maybe three.
Can we ask them if they've heard anything recently or anything spooky or any rumors that they've heard or anything about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So they all kind of, as you guys get up there, kind of on your scout out, they all sort of stop at this point. Kind of drop a quick salute to Wuberto, who they recognize as the guy who's kind of been drilling everybody and stuff like that. Wuberto, for your part, you wouldn't actually really recognize these guys. They don't show up for formation and all that. You get the sense that they're probably stuck here on this duty and don't get the privilege of going and doing PT with you so much.
That's fine.
It's
I
how it
recognize
be
their hardworking
sometimes.
skills.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And hard work it is. They've got kind of like picks and shovels and shit, just like trying to get through, hundreds and hundreds of pounds of shit here. And do it without collapsing the rest of the tower around them. As the kind of sort of side falls away on the eastern side of the building, as you see. As you kind of reach out, start speaking to them as they kind of, start to address you guys as you are the visitors here. Um, Yeah, they tell you of strange happenings around the towers in the evenings, whispers in the night, various books in the hall, the library just below you guys. They'd be sort of sleeping on the floors below and hear things thudding, only to find books pulled out of the library and dropped on the floor, things like that. Um, One of them mentions that there was sort of a cat that would, as animals are so wont to do, and most of the ways that they domesticated themselves is following around like camps of folks and things like that. So there was a cat who would hang out and like kind of come for scraps and things like that from the guards as they settled in here, and had sort of a bit of a bustling place. And the cat would just get caught up like hissing and screaming at just otherwise empty corners of the tower, in various sort of dark little shadows, and always in the middle of the night. And at this point, that cat has now ran off, fat and happy elsewhere in the town of Leylon, not wanting to hang around this tower. But they describe all manner of strange happenings.
Inside check.
Yeah, on a
Not
20,
everyone needs a
absolutely.
liar, night.
Yeah, absolutely seems to be telling the truth, right? He does have sort of a worried look on his face, as you, excuse me, um, as you kind of look deep into these guys as they kind of tell their tales and talk about these strange things they've seen and heard around the tower. Um, they do look fraught, and on top of that, almost similar to Galileo down below. Um, they look like they have been wanting for some sleep. The bags under their eyes are heavy, bloodshot, and it seems like they've not been sleeping well these last couple nights.
Interesting.
Very
Where did they
spooky
say most of the
situation.
activity was coming from?
Where did it seem
They were
like it
talking
was coming
about
from?
yeah, they were talking about like library books falling down in the middle.
Okay, so the library. Okay.
Yep, in the second story where like all of those statues are, it would happen, things like that. The activity can happen seemingly, as you sort of ask this question, coming from anywhere. Um, I think they hear it a little bit more frequently up in the higher halls than down below. But even down on the first floor, you are not exempt from the spookiness when night falls in the Tower of Thalavar.
And we didn't already do like detect magic, right? Because the whole place would be like fucking glowing or anything like that, or
I think somebody popped a detect magic. Yeah, you did.
I
On
did
the floor
on the
below.
ground floor.
Yeah,
No, I did it on
yeah.
this floor actually.
No, I think you
No, it
did
was
it.
on
No, you
the
did it
it
on the
was on
one
the floor.
below, which was
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
yeah.
library is, which is where those statues are, right? So, kind of like you said, Vethic, there is definitely some element of like a lot of either like vestigial old sort of traces of magic, some fresh, somewhat powerful magic from your boy Galileo down on the
would
first
would
floor.
any of this somehow ring a bell for me from like an Arcana check from my realm or anything like that, or um something that could help just make some kind of clue to put two and two together, anything like that?
Yeah, I will say
Uh,
let's take a quick look at your
History
skills and see
check.
if there's anything in particular. I may call for just a straight wisdom plus proficiency.
Okay.
Just to which would be like the idea of leaning into your kind of realm of expertise.
Like
Because
after
of course,
talking
like
with them, just being like, "Oh yeah, I kind of this is kind of making sense from over
right,
here."
right, yeah. Because like for example, your religion is -1 as a cleric, which feels silly, but religion's intelligence based.
Yeah, it
Clerics
does
are
make sense.
wisdom based. So, like so calling for something like that, and your Arcana is in the same boat, right? So I will say let's do like a straight up wisdom check with your proficiency modifier added, especially given that we're talking about like, oh baby, look at you go. Especially given that we're talking about like you know,
Stuff on
spooky
perfect.
hauntings, right? Like that is a grave domain cleric through and through.
Yeah.
So a 24, which doesn't even include your proficiency, which would be +3, so bump that up to 27. On a 27, this is all your bread and butter, right? The problem is like what little information you have, there are so many different things this could be, right?
Oh,
Whether it's just like a haunting, because all different specters and spirits and ghosts and things like that, the kind of things you're sort of hearing about, like these spooky things, all can come from various different things. Usually the core of it all is like something left unresolved on Earth tethers these spirits to this place, right? And whether it's kind of leans evil, they're mad about something and whatever. There's like revenants, for example, as well, where it's like they've got this fucking just they want revenge, and they may not be on the right side, wrong side of history on that side, but whatever it is, they want revenge. Like, so there's all these different things, right? Where a spirit might be tied, and it sounds like almost something like that when you, especially you hearing things like these strange ghostly happenings around the place at nighttime. You definitely feel it's in that kind of a realm. Like based on what these guys are describing and what they're going through and like the psychological effects they're dealing with.
Definitely feeling more like ghostly, undeathy than otherworldly, though. I thought we had
For
heard that.
sure.
Thought we
Right.
were
The planar
hearing.
beacon is, yeah. I would say that is a perfectly fair question. And on a 27 or whatever you end, yeah, 27. As you're kind of talking this through, Vethic, and Zuni, pipes up and asks this question. What about the planar beacon? Is this like something from another dimension, kind of thing? You are confident in your call that something about this is like the spirit world's coming knocking. It's just too similar to all that stuff that you're so familiar with as a grave cleric.
okay, cool. Well, it's spooky. Spooky based.
It is spooky based. That's right. Get out your tummy sticks and your thermometers and a little Phasmo time.
So we're feeling pretty
dust.
good that we're dealing with undeath, then, is what you're saying.
Ghosts.
Yeah, I would say on a 27, Vethic is confident of that.
But no traces in the Tower of Undeath right now.
Right, because you popped
I guess.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you popped your divine sense. Now, here's something, and you can fact check me on this, Onion, as the paladin here. Here's something I only recently, like literally in my last game on Wednesday, realized. Excuse me, about divine sense. Is that I think if something has divine cover, has full cover, like is behind walls and stuff from where you stand, I don't think you can actually detect them.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
yeah, so there is definitely like you did pop a divine sense. You didn't detect anything, any traces of undeath here right now. But there is some element of that where it's like, hey, it's not foolproof. I pop it and I know everything in the sphere of like 30 or 60 feet or whatever it is.
Fucking box, man.
You don't know all the secrets on here.
She doesn't even know all the secrets.
Wrong
Well,
character.
if we're, I mean, is part of our mandate is to like protect this place or like bring it to the ground or whatever, get the town protected. I think we have to get rid of the undeath here, which it would appear we have to make a night incursion on. If we're gonna have to do that, we maybe knowing what we're going up against can provide a little bit of protection. Going into that. Through like protection from evil and good. I would have to sleep a night to prepare it, though. I assume, Doza, you don't have it prepared either.
Let me see.
I also don't have it
here.
prepared.
Well, what else is new?
Oh yeah, I
Protection
forgot
against-
you have this.
Well, it might be something that. No, I do have it unprepared as well. Yes, I thought it might be something I just like permanently had. Just I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth a check, especially on something like a grave domain for sure.
All right, everyone pass out.
No, I do not. I would have to prepare it as well.
And as you sort of mentioned that amongst yourselves, Zuni, the guards kind of look at you. Well, if you're here to do something about the ghosts, well, we'd be much obliged. So anything we can do to help you, just let us know. But
That's
Yeah,
why
guys,
we're
give us
here.
some money. Give us
We're
some money
hired
for some supplies, baby.
we're hired protection, right?
yeah, ostensibly, yeah, that is the to anybody else's that you are here to keep these settlers
Ghost
safe as
bus.
they put this place back together again.
Have you guys been able to venture up at all through the scaffolding on the outside of the building?
Yeah, you can get up to the fourth floor, even through the regular stairs, but you know, uh, there's not too much up there anymore. The destroyed planar beacon is there, but you know, doesn't seem to be much to it. But we've got a crane set up as well, just to kind of help us haul stuff up and down. As we clear all this stuff out and make way to do more.
So most of the otherworldly activities centralized on this floor that are on the floor below us, is what you're saying? There's nothing much going on this floor on the top level that you guys have seen?
Oh no, we've certainly seen it all throughout, especially up on these higher levels. It just that place is mostly cleared out, other than the broken beacon and the crane up there. But you could feel free to go and have a look.
Just at night is where this happens, though, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, it only seems to come out at night when we're trying to rest, do our work all day. But we've never seen any of these issues crop up during the daylight.
Okay. Well, freaks come out at night, they say.
Well, they sometimes come out elsewhere in Leyland too, but these particular freaks do seem to stick around only in the evenings.
All right. How long do you think until you get this passageway cleared?
Oh, it's gonna be a long while. We've been working at this already for a time, and yeah, I mean, you guys can definitely just again sort of being up here see like this stuff is piled high, and it's not like one big boulder that you move out of the way, right? It's just stone after stone, all this sort of mortar and collapsed stuff. We reckon it'll be a couple more weeks before we even start seeing daylight on the other side. It's a drag, and we have to also kind of work the loads down with the crane as well, so we're throttled by how much we can move at a given time, even at our best.
Gang, do we have anything we can do to help here? Make that not a couple weeks?
Birdo's the muscle.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You heard him.
Yeah, I mean, even with your strength, like, yes, you could probably move some of the bigger stuff with ease. Is you just step off the side and fall to the second floor below. Actually, that might even be the
Oh,
first floor.
this is
That's
scaffolding, no?
Oh no, you're right. You're okay. That's fair. That is scaffolding that is built off the side here. I forgot that wasn't this like the floor below. Um, yeah, you can step over there for sure. Um, but even with your and even Mara's like significant and impressive strength, like the sheer volume is really what gets you here, right? Like again, it's not like one big stone that you move and you're like, haha, I've done it. It's like there's just so much. It just keeps coming. Is the big thing. So it's pretty choked off here.
Well, if we don't want to do a controlled demolition, I could perhaps thunderous smite it all away.
Well, what if wasn't there a window on the south side of this building? Could we like figure out a way to get around and go through the window to see what's in this room?
Yeah, the guards do affirm that there is a window over there. They've never tried such an approach. It's a little above their pay grade when it comes to scaling up or rappelling down, the face of a tower like this, or doing anything to kind of try and get over to that side. But yes, there is certainly a sort of window to the southern side that you guys saw from the exterior.
I like lean over this scaffolding and peek my head down and just confirm there's like I can see a window, what, 10, 15 feet away to
Yeah,
to the west?
absolutely. You can see it there. You can kind of catch the gleam of it off the side there. It's certainly there, and uh it's difficult, right? It's not easy to reach, but it's not impossible either. It's just not like there's no scaffolding to support you walking around. It's on like a sheer side, on which a lot of stuff has already like crumbled away and fallen, of course. So just a little bit precarious, but certainly there.
Well, gang, is there a play here where we like get some rope and kind of, I don't know, crash through the window in style type deal?
Fucking like rappel down.
Rappel down, or I don't know, like fasten it and do kind of a lateral movement across the wall type deal?
Could give it a go. I feel like we have rope or enough.
Yeah, I mean, what's the alternative,
I could
Thunder
get
is
the
smite
decant
the
list
rock
of
away.
I can get the decanter of endless water
I'd like
and
to
start
see her try.
making an ice bridge, maybe. But that we're 3 stories up. If that fails,
Yeah,
that's really
ice
problematic.
bridge is slippery. Yeah, and on top of that, it's not just 3 regular stories. I believe each of these are like 20 feet tall, as opposed to like just a regular 10 foot. Like so, it's no mean fall. It'd be tough.
Didn't we have some of those things, or was this the heist game that we like hammer into stone to help with climbing?
Pitons or whatever. Yeah, you guys would
Yeah.
definitely have in your particular realm of expertise. You guys would definitely have access to that stuff, and whether you brought that with you right now is one thing, but you would definitely have that stuff or easy access to it, and have the sort of rigging gear that you might look for scaling walls, rappelling, all those kinds of different things. Onion gets
Yeah.
it.
Here we go, dude.
Or you could just let
Yeah,
me thunder smite it.
we could trap Mara alone on the far side of some rocks. I'm cool with that.
That
I like
hasn't been
that idea.
explored and certainly has a ghost in it.
And I'm really sneaky too.
Away you go, Mara. Whisper says
See ya.
it's on you.
Wait.
How small? How small does enlarge reduce get you? Does it just do one size smaller, like where should we become a small creature, or can you go as small as a mouse, as you said?
Should have let me be tiny, Dodgoth.
I know. This is
Can you
exactly why, dude.
can we see through? Like, can I see through into the bedroom from here? I can, according to the map, but I don't know if that's legit.
No, that's on me for not building up my terrain walls there like I should have, and just so
But
you
it's
can't necessarily see through it. No, it's um you can make out like that there is like the remnants of the rest of this room, and it looked like it would lead out into almost like a hallway, but you can't like see into the bedroom necessarily.
so it like to vortex warp somebody, I have to see where I'm sending them. I can't send them
Right.
in.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily be able to make out, that side in a way to do that necessarily.
You don't have to make
Yeah,
that.
what's okay, you posted it.
To small. Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
In spirit.
No, this is exactly why I told Onion she can't be small, because when you're small, there are a bunch of mechanical things that become available to you throughout the rules of this game, where Onion would just be able to run amok in all these weird little ways. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the
Dad
old
got me my
paladin thieves camp.
creativity.
That's right, dude. Yes, and only gets you so far.
I think we could just hammer some pittance into the side and like make a little makeshift bridge, rig up some rope to for safety precaution, and send somebody in there to scout.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea outside of me just blowing up all these rocks.
Yeah, and I'll tell you
I would
what,
worry about
Mara.
structural integrity
Yeah,
of the
that's exactly what I was
I'm
gonna
not worried
have
about
you do a quick.
I'm
Yeah,
not worried
you're
about it.
not. You should be, but you're not. That's fine. That's valid. But yeah, from a structural integrity standpoint, it does seem like a risky gambit, as the sort of floor below you is shaky and the scaffolding off the side kind of hangs precariously in the open air.
Are you telling me this tower was not built with earthquake measures
Yeah,
in the
in case
foundation?
there are earthquakes on the third floor. Honestly, at one time it probably was up to that particular code as a wizard's tower. You know, you're not the only magic user in town, but in its current state, it has definitely lost some of the requisite support and integrity. And if you don't believe me, ask your civil engineer of an uncle.
The OSHA's gonna have a fucking nightmare if they saw
The
this
Empire
thing.
won't stand for this. It's going to be condemned immediately.
They never did have the budget.
what empire?
The vein in her forehead just kind of like pulses out.
Struggling, absolutely struggling. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and string yourselves out on a line, you can most assuredly do that.
Do we want to try it now, or like while it's daylight? If most of the paranormal activity is at night, maybe do it under relative safety. See maybe
Yeah, I
what we're
feel like
dealing with
that's a
from
good
there.
idea.
Daylight.
Nobody wants to use their night
Yeah.
vision goggles, dude. That's sad.
We own the
we
night.
have those equipped?
We own the night, he says.
That's right.
I am the knight.
I think a lot of you have dark vision, Zodic. So I think it's like anybody who doesn't has goggles of the
Oh
night,
yeah.
but certainly something everybody can have access to. Because what's the point of playing cool guy army fucking killers?
Infiltrator.
If,
Yeah, you know?
if you're not gonna have night vision. You're fucking NATO death squad.
So, you one of y'all with the pittance and bigger muscles than me want to try hammering these into the wall? At least see if they stick.
You heard him, Onion.
Yeah, I'll get to
Chop,
work.
chop.
Doze's fucking hands are soft as shit.
They're too soft, dude. These were
Too
made for
soft.
pushing pencils.
He's moisturizing as we speak.
Cuticle oil.
That's
I'll,
right.
I'll help
Learn
Onion
things.
lay down some pittance, double check the work.
Yeah. So which way you're going? Kind of from one side to the other over the scaffolding. Is that what you're thinking?
I just for them to follow. I was thinking over here, like if I lean over, I can see the glint of a window, kind of off to the west there.
Oh yeah,
I
over
could
here.
maybe just, yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we could like say set up some pittance right here.
Yep.
and then- Cool.
Have one up high that we can attach a safety rope to or whatever.
Yep. Then we can dangle Doza, slam him into the window a few
Whoa.
times before it
Couple-
breaks.
Couple down low so we can have a place to put our feet, that kind of.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I am the brains, not the brawn. Fragile, soft hands.
Cast Piton.
Cast hammer smack.
Yeah. Easy enough. Okay. Sorry. I guess we're waiting on me on that one. Yeah. Let's see. What is our best We'll do some quick strength or athletics checks. Your call, just to kind of get a baseline for how easily we execute this, and having a nice clean drive of these things into the stone without
Ooh.
cracking stuff off under more rubble. Um, Not terrible, certainly, low rolls for you guys, but still with plus 7, +8, you're not struggling too much. So yeah, you're absolutely able to kind of get these things out there and kind of get yourselves started with these places to kind of rope, tie off a rope and suspend yourselves off the side. Easy to start making some progress. You probably got a pair of rolls each to get kind of where you need to be to position yourselves at that window if you wanted to get in. So why don't we go ahead and do that again?
Alright.
Okay.
That's solid and less solid. um, yeah, as you guys are out there, you're starting to kind of dangle a little bit freer at this point as you start to overextend more and more towards those windows. Um, Wuberto, you are able to get a nice heavy drive of one of these things in without kind of taking anything, knocking anything away. So a nice, clean, stable spot. Can loop the rope through, et cetera, kind of stabilize yourself and look back just in time to see Mara kind of go for hers. And as she drives her hammer into this thing, the wall just falls away and she basically punches clean through it into that kind of room that you guys were seeing, knocking all that rubble away very quickly, starting to fall. But with a well rehearsed movement, you guys have been here before, you've done this before, and on a 24, I will say that you were able to catch her on her natural one there as she started to slip off and start to kind of free fall down this a little bit. You are able to catch her rope in time and
Dang it, that was
balance her
our
back out.
My man.
Got
Could have
you.
made it look like an accident.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a pendulum swing going at this point, Mara. Like 45 feet up there, whatever it is. Just kind of freely dangling off this rope. Give me an athletics check real quick as you just sort of recover here.
Me too, or her?
Easy enough. No, just her. She's the one kind of in suspense, literally here. 23 certainly enough to do it. You kind of find some holes. You're still fucking Mara. One misstep does not change that, and you get some hefty handholds. Dig your feet in, and you are back in business in short order with a 23. But at this point, I'd say you guys definitely have sort of what you need established based off of the one that Uberto was able to get in. But you've got what you need here with these pitons and the sort of rigging of the ropes to sort of support your way across, and you have access to this large broken window, tall, narrow thing that it is with the arching top. This is mostly busted up, and you are available, or it is available to you.
Good job, Onion.
I had to fight the tower.
As one does.
Can you put me inside there, Dega?
Yeah, so as you go, you kind of sling yourself over, ready to kind of make the moves as you were planning on. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, Wilberto.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Very wise.
Big old
Not
Like,
very
Pearl
wise.
was.
Unfortunately, a 15 is not enough to do it here as you
Uh-oh.
sort of freely dangle here up in the air, suspended from this rope, Mara next to you, having just seen some of what can happen here. Um, but on a 15, you fail that saving throw. And you can't for the life of you remember what the heck you were doing here. You kind of pull back away from the window a little bit and like look at all your friends. Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Going on, guys?
I
What
need
are
you
we
to punch
cleaning?
the wall
Does
at
he
like
remember us?
Yeah, he absolutely remembers you guys. There's no like he's not now suffering amnesia. Just you walk in a room, you forget what you went in there for, kind of thing.
Hmm.
you got to
Some
get
type
in the
of
room.
enchantment
And I-
going on there, or
Yeah.
curse or something.
He might be that dumb, but he's got a
I
heart of
should have never
gold.
eaten the brain bug.
Hmm.
He said it gave me vampire powers. I believed him. So what are we doing?
Get in the room.
We were trying to go in that room there, and you started to, and then you turned around and said, "Hey, what are we doing?"
Oh,
So
Finish the mission.
maybe you try and go in again.
that sounds like a good plan to me. I try to go in again.
Yeah, that like Dove. That's what you guys were doing. Yeah, of course. Like, why else would you be? You go and you immediately automatically fail that saving throw again. And as you're sitting there, like you're like, what the fuck am I hanging off the side of this building for? Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, I don't like this. I want to go back.
Okay, Mara, do you want to try and check it out?
I guess I gotta finish the
If it
mission.
affects you differently than it does him, I don't know. Some
I mean, I
weird
am high in wisdom.
magic.
I
on it.
might be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like scuffle past Mara and just.
Yeah, a little shake and a shimmy on the side of these walls. You guys are able to do it. Oh boy, that is an ability check, but I'm sure even an 8 on the die for your saving
Fine.
throw is not going to get you what you need there. Same thing. You're like, get this fucking guy out of the way. It's that smooth brain of his. He's a big hulking bastard, but sometimes it takes Mara and her dedication to just get these things done. So you take your turn, and as you're going in, what the, what's the plan here? What are we doing?
Zuni, why am I out here?
You know,
Why am I doing your work right now?
I mean, that's a valid question. I'm sorry. You can come back here. Just leave the rigging in place. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm
I
leaving.
turned to
Mara,
these
let's
other
go move
two.
some heavy rocks. I don't know
Yeah,
why
you
these
guys-
guys
now.
are over here.
You guys go help with the rocks. We'll chat with you. We'll holler for you if we need help. Okay.
Roberta, what if I did a thunderous smite on these rocks?
You know, I was
Our top
I was
minds are on
thinking
it.
about it.
Top minds.
I have Earth Trimmer. I was like, maybe we could just shake the whole foundation.
Is there
Hi,
like
guys.
perception or something? I'd be like, oh, that's a pattern. Like, oh man, and like volunteer myself since I've got high wisdom. I might be able to like.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would
maybe-
definitely know something is up here. I think Zuni called it out pretty much immediately. Like, there's some kind of enchantment. This is a mage's tower. Like, those scroll sniffers are always up to something or other.
Yep.
Scroll sniffers.
So I think you guys could definitely, as the magical bunch, do whatever you see fit. Whether you want to give it a shot and see if your abilities lend themselves a little bit better, or whatever, you guys can take a crack.
So your wisdom's pretty high. I'm happy to give it a shot, but I've got a strong mind, so maybe I might be able to
Yeah, I'm more a talker.
intelligence based.
Yeah. Charisma. If we're going that level of metagamey. I mean, I'll give it a shot. But
Just in
in
case
the
something
spirit
bad
of
happens with me.
not
That's
bringing
fine.
up
I'll give it a shot.
yeah, one of us
Don't
needs
wanna-
to stay here to make sure the other one lives, probably.
Yeah.
Somebody with the ability to heal. So I'll stay here and keep an eye on you.
I make my way around and give it my shot, I guess.
Go for it by all means.
So is it just the scaffolding over
Yeah,
here? Whatever? Alright.
yeah. Give me a little athletics check with advantage
Oh yeah, yeah,
here
yeah.
as you string yourself out just for fun. That'll do it. Easy
Yeah.
enough. 18 for sure. I mean, like I say, you would have had advantage even if it wasn't, but 18 certainly enough to do you as you kind of get out here. You're no slouch yourself. It's just not exactly your
My
go-to.
forte,
Not
natural
exactly your
art, my
forte, but
forte.
yeah. You're held to a certain standard yourself. So with that, as you get out there, you can go ahead as you reach the threshold of this window and make your wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Great.
You can go for it. Yeah, by all means.
1d4. Yes.
Any other PC creep we got going on here? Anything you can give him, Zuni, to give him a little bump?
Probably. Let me look. I do. Yeah. I have to touch him though. I will.
Well, we could say you
Yeah.
gave him
Yeah.
a little pat on the butt before he went out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I'll give you
Or
guys.
Get a
even
chance.
spotted him. Yeah. What's the guidance to him there? Another D4.
Yep. D4 to
Alrighty.
an ability check.
Go ahead and roll one more D4 for me, Doze. And with that, you are able to swing on through
Cool.
unimpeded here. You don't know what's wrong with those big lugs that you run with, but you get through here, no fuss, no muss, and touch down on the other side. You have passed on through the barrier.
Are you feeling okay in there?
Honestly, I don't know what's
Doctor?
wrong with them. I'm good, man. Like, that's weird.
Weak
They're just
minds.
weak-minded, I guess.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're in one piece. Keep the rope close in case you need to make a swift escape. Follow the sound
I've
of my
got Misty
voice, type
Step,
deal.
dude. I'll be all right. Not the
All
first
right.
time.
And then I'll just start chatting with him through the earring of message.
Yeah,
Then go
absolutely.
to
You guys got your comms. You can 1000% have that conversation without yelling yourself hoarse. So that's all good. You guys, the Burley boys, go ahead and roll a strength check. One of you with advantage for or one each, whatever you want to do. As you do, kind of go to start clearing stuff up. Oof.
You literally pooped your pants, dude.
Pooped
I'm not
his
feeling too good,
pants.
dude.
Not
You
feeling
literally
too good.
pooped your pants.
Yeah, I mean it's slow goings. You see why, right? This is no small task that these guys have been saddled with. So you get to work helping. You're kind of having a little bit of trouble, Wuberto. Just
Little
you get a
performance.
little overzealous on that 7, and start going to like try and tear from the doorway down. But you kind of lose your footing. You can't find it, and then you just fall backwards, tumbling down the rubble a bit. Mara, you're just making a little bit more measured of digs here, but at this point, especially as Vethik says over the earring that he has Misty Step, you do think like, okay, hey, if I can, and also like Zuni touched on, if we can get sight, like there are some magical little things we can do if we can get so much as some vision into it. So we'll come back to you guys in a little bit as you keep on digging, doing what you're good at after struggling a little bit. But we come back to you, Vethik, who is now on the other side of that rubble.
In the
You can
thick.
hear them, and you see quite clearly a bedroom here in front of you. Mostly free of rubble, except that which is collapsed in through there. But otherwise, the walls stand here. Fun fact: my master bedroom has the same shape with the notch cut out of the wall. We don't know why, but that happened. So with that, you are here, and there's a ruined bedchamber that you can quickly determine belonged to the once powerful mage Thalabar who lived here. And in it is not too much, but there is a bed and a writing desk.
Well, I'd like to take a nap first, so I would like to lay down on the right side.
Vectic takes a snoozer for a smooth What do you think? 45 minutes? Like you trying to, or are you pushing like
2
over
hours,
an
man.
hour?
I'm
Don't
No,
forget
yapping.
to
no nap,
don't
no
forget
nap.
to eat and watch some media while before you
Right,
take a
dude.
nap.
For the
That's
next couple
right. Yeah.
I'm yapping in his ear the whole time.
He's just laying down.
I guess
Tell me what you
yeah,
see. Come on, give me the deets.
just relaying what I see in the room. I think I'm first noticing his writing desk, so I guess I would just go over there first and just see if anything sticks out. Look through the drawers.
Yeah, no,
Anything
1000%. No perception.
investigation check or something like that, or
Nope, no check needed on this one because directly in front of you, just as it would if you had been, just working on it, a journal lies open on the desk next to a somewhat recently, actually, no, I take it back, next to a capped ink pot that just sort of sits there, like I say, without being tucked away, squirreled away, hidden, locked up. It's just casually out there.
all right, guess I. Oh yeah, good call. What color is the ink?
Yeah, you pop the little cork on this ink bottle and draw a quick bit with the quill, and sure enough, inside you find the dark purple ink that you have been looking for.
I guess. Wait, you said the journal's open. Is there anything written in it right now, or I forget? Was it
Absolutely. Yeah, there are
okay?
things written in it. Yeah.
I Yeah, I wonder if I like pick it up. If that's like the source of like the issue, and I'm gonna like disturb something. But uh, I'd like to relay to Zuni, see what he thinks.
Maybe Arcana check it, or detect magic, or do you have anything that you can do to like check it for traps or anything before we? Like, is this Tom Riddle's diary? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm wondering, dude. If it's like a Horcrux or whatever, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Could I maybe put it down first and then just search around the room, just a general investigation, look underneath the bed, search any places that might traditionally, like, oh, the old spider under the pillow trick. That's
Spider under the
something
pillow
like,
trick.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No, we all
I
know the
know,
old
I know
spider
that
under the
one.
sleep.
Old chamber pot under the pillow trick.
Make an investigation check for me as you search the rest of this room,
All right, I
or a
just want to see.
perception if you're just like broadly looking. Your
Well, I
choice here.
do. My perception is 10 times better than my investigation. I can perceive, but I can't fucking act on it. So this is
It's,
perception.
very true. 23. Yeah, this place is otherwise quite sparse. Not much. There are these sort of lingering old personal effects, clothes that are tattered and fallen apart to the elements at this point. This room has not seen any other than the journal here that you've seen. No outward appearance of presence, right? Nobody seems to be coming in here. Nobody seems to have cleaned this place, straightened anything up. So it is mostly all just old, decrepit, kind of like last vestiges of furniture that have otherwise fallen apart. Clothing that is like moth eaten and full of mildew and stuff like that. Nothing else of value around here, with the exception of this journal.
Assuming he's relaying all that to me, I would
Yeah.
I would question why all the clothes and everything is moth eaten and destroyed from time, but the journal, it appears to be mostly intact, like undamaged by time. Is that what I'm gathering, Dagoth?
Yeah, that's more on me, and the description there, but it's not like it's like pristine. I'd say on that, as you look it over, like this is a 100 year, at least 100-year-old journal. So it's been here quite a while. It's not, pristine and perfectly intact, but it certainly still holds its form or
All the
whatever you want
shape
to
and
say.
everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's still a workable journal. It may have been in a drawer, at some point or other. But maybe that has something to do with it.
Doza, I don't know where you are, but you should poke it with your weapon.
Trying to think if there's anything I can is it pretty obvious like this is like a source of magic or like it's like holy shit, okay, this makes sense and it's only got like a 10-foot radius or something like that, like because I haven't read through it yet, but I don't see.
Do you see any runes around that might have been the source of the incantation or whatever that caused the mental barrier? Because maybe if we can come in there, we can detect magic on it and that kind of stuff. Anything that might
Um,
trigger this magical aura that caused our meteor friends
I
to.
think when I investigated the room, I didn't see any kind of runes or any kind of traps or anything like that. Or like I'm kind of just depicting that the source of there's just some kind of magic associated with this journal that's just resonating. Maybe like
You
Maybe.
can certainly make like an Arcana check or
I know
something.
it's not
I think.
great, but you
Yeah.
know what? I'll just try an Arcana check and just see if I can maybe get lucky on it. So okay, not bad.
Not bad at all. On a 16, I'll say even combined with your high perception check that you've done there, you don't see any outward traces of magical runes like protection wards or things like that. The window may be another ordeal altogether. You're not really
Yeah,
out over that way. But within here and around this book and anything like that, like nothing to you stands out as something that looks potentially dangerous or any indication of some kind of like active magic flowing off of this.
gotcha.
I say give it a shot if you feel comfortable with it. Otherwise, inspect the window for runes or something. Maybe we can cancel out that aura and get more bodies in there.
Um, you know what? From my soldier background, I need to act. So I think I'm just
Yeah, the
gonna pick
boy.
it up and I'm just gonna, I'm just kind of getting a sense. Nothing else is sensing danger to me, so I'm going to pick up the journal and put it
And
on my
thumb through.
person. What's that?
Yeah. Are you gonna thumb through it all? Look at any of
I
the
was gonna
writings?
take it back with us and just so
Okay.
we can all do it together, just in case something bad
Absolutely.
happens. So I'll take it, thumb through. I don't notice anything else, so just through out the window, yada yada
Yeah,
yada.
you kind of swing your way back.
Yeah,
Your companions there. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot you can't. Your companions are there to sort of help pull you back over and everything onto the scaffolding securely. No explosions, no curses, no monsters seem to apparate from picking up the book. And like you say, at some point, your gut was telling you that things are all right, and guy like you got to go with your gut. And so you have this journal back here.
D&D is wild. We just spent like an hour of time trying to figure out if we're allowed to pick up a book.
I mean,
That's right.
yeah,
Well,
like
eventually
the
you will
time
pick up a
going
book and
through
it'll
and
explode, and it'll be like, oh
yeah,
yeah, you should have checked for runes. There you go.
I think somebody taught us that in our very first campaign. So
Ah,
It's
interesting.
always fun to see where you commit the time and where you just blast through without any care or consideration. Fire resistant BTW.
I seem to
PK
recall
incoming.
somebody, yes, letting loose a bunch of alchemy fire, and yeah,
The way to do it. All of a sudden, Doza picks up the book and the tower engulfs in flame.
It was memorable.
I'm Misty stepping out of there. All
All right,
right,
what's the
well,
book
I
say?
just take back. All right, lay it down on the ground very carefully. Actually, yeah, I'll kind of bring it on the inside. Yeah, I'll just bring it in here and just kind of lay it down around and
Hey, Dozer, where you been, dude?
Where'd you get that?
Oh yeah, bits and
These guys
bobs.
have been doing the real work around here, folks. All
Bits
right,
and
Mara and Wuberto are the only ones who care about getting anything done around here. Apparently,
I'm trying to
made
get to
mistake
this.
that we're on a mission and you're reading a fucking book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
right,
exactly
dude.
what Dozer would be doing.
We should
That's
make him pick up
right.
a rock.
Yeah.
He needs it. Let me see what Dozer's strength is. Yeah, strength
Roberto, I
13.
think
He
you
could
should
pick up
coach
a
him.
rock or two.
You've been working with the villagers. I think you can get Dr. Vethic to lift a rock.
I don't really
Dr.
feel
Vethic.
like it.
Dr. Vethic in his
I
lab
can
coat.
take a look at it if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are all able to, as you kind of those of you who choose to sort of crowd around here to get eyes on hearing what you have found and how it seems to fit into the story here. But you find Thalavar's journal. This journal belonged to the wizard Thalavar and details the studies he conducted inside the tower using a device called the planar beacon. All familiar stuff here. The light of this artifact drew creatures from across the plains and trapped them inside for the tower for him to study. The journal reveals how his beacon became unearthed. The beacon unearthed a powerful magical item named the Rune Stone, Ruin. Thalavar devoted himself to acquiring it, but whether he found it or not is, in fact, a mystery. The entries then stop for over 100 years.
Ooh.
Hmm.
But the journal doesn't just stop there. Dates on the entries and the freshness of the ink reveal that later entries have been made in the last few days. Thalavar describes how he visits a ruined version of his tower in his dreams each night. In this dead world, he is drawn to a pile of rubble in the ruined chamber where his beacon once lay. Each time he draws close to the rubble, a terrible dread holds him back. Thalavar wishes his fairy servant Soapwort were here to assure him that he's dreaming, but the fairy never turns up. Thalavar prays that these nightmares will end soon so he may resume his studies in peace.
Guy sounds dramatic as hell.
It almost sounds like he got sucked into a plane instead of the other way around. He was trying to draw creatures to this plane. Maybe it works in reverse and sent him elsewhere or something to that effect. I'm not sure. Or he's the ghost that's haunting the tower. Something to that effect, maybe?
It definitely sounds like he's the ghost haunting the tower, and if he had a loyal servant that's no longer with him anymore, that servant might also be around the tower somewhere.
You shouldn't know that. You're not smart enough to know that.
Dagoth,
That
the
is
ink is
grave domain territory. Sorry, go ahead, Ernest, please.
the ink is written in purple ink in his journal, right?
That is correct.
And that connects
And
to
he's-
the wizard downstairs. So is the wizard downstairs like being possessed by this guy, or is that wizard downstairs the ghost of Thal? I don't know.
And
All
you said the servant was a
intriguing.
fairy.
The servant was fairy.
Okay.
A lot of interesting conjectures and thoughts. Wilberto, you're not that dumb. Don't let him talk to you that way.
Uh,
You're still
I
fucking.
don't like
You're the
this-
closest thing. You're the closest
I don't
thing
like
to
this
a wizard
story.
you guys have.
I don't like this
Uh,
story.
That's right.
Is there a plane that I know of, or that any of you guys know of, that is like a mirror image of our world? Because I don't know. Is he coming to this tower, this ruined tower, or is it like I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't feel like
let's
talking.
do this. He's
I have-
happy. He's
I
having
have-
he's having a
Alberto
happy. I'm joking,
feeling-
but he's being mean to old Wilberto.
I made this as flavor, but it's it plays a part right now.
That's right. Yeah, you are vulnerable to harsh words. It's been since you made this character.
Damn, I hit a nerve.
Oh my god.
I'm
That's
gonna go sit over
hilarious.
here on the rubble.
He's gonna go have a huffy in the
Yeah.
corner.
I finally broke him.
Mm-hmm. The
Can I slap
closest
him?
thing you guys have to a wizard is our fighter. Fantastic. Now, Vethic, with some of the sort of the hypotheses floating around here, and kind of your line of thinking from before. Go ahead and make another of those wisdom checks for me with your proficiency modifier with advantage this time.
Saving throw
No,
or
just a
just
check.
straight up?
Yeah, ability check. Yeah.
Just a straight up ability check. Okay.
Yeah, we'll add +3 since I think it won't. There you go.
Yeah. Well,
23.
my modifier is well, it says +5, dude.
Yes, but it's not including your proficiency, which
Oh,
I'm,
okay,
I'm
that's
giving you in this
right.
case because of how it is sort of
That's
all
right.
within your grave domain stuff, right? So
Good to see that.
this is all very intrinsic, kind of like it was downstairs. So with that, you had it before.
Oh, I thought you said with
So
advantage I rolled twice.
oh no, oh yeah, I did. You're right. You're absolutely right. I did say that. I just completely forgot. So yeah, on a 25 even. Um, you guys are all kind of like reading over this, sounding off a few different things, right? Somebody mentioned like possession. Roberto thinks that it's the ghost of this guy haunting this tower, things like that. As you guys are all kind of like throwing these things around and you're reading through and you're thinking about it, the more and more you're like, that's fucking it. It's Dalavar and he's fucking stuck here. And I don't know why or what keeps him here in this way, but if there's one thing a grave domain cleric knows is that a soul's got to be put to rest. And you think that whatever is happening here with Galio downstairs is some form of possession, as Thalavar comes and scribbles in his journal on that 25 kind of check into all of this. Just grave domain. A soul has to be put to rest, and this one is not restful. And that is what is going on here on a check like that.
Yep. Easy shit, man. Like semester 1 shit in grave college, dude.
It really truly is day one
Really?
shit in grave
Like
college in a lot of
you
ways.
guys should know this, man. This is Spooky Monsters 101. Good
So
comedy, good mind.
in your professional experience, would this be something to where we can exercise this entity from the guy downstairs during the day, or do we need to wait for it to manifest at night and fight it? What's the course of action here?
I give him
So
I whip out my glasses just from nowhere, absolutely nowhere. I just whip it out. Like, no one knew I wore glasses or anything. I just whip them out of absolutely nowhere. And, pull out like a pipe, dude, and just literally out of nowhere. Pull a pipe out and some glasses, and I really don't know what the answer. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, if it's something where you got to find if the Witcher's taught me anything, you find the object and you destroy it, put it back to rest, and then you find the source of what is bringing the wraith or whatever, and then you fix that, and then it'll go away and everything. So
This ruined stone maybe is the key.
yes, we either find that somewhere. I don't know if maybe
He would have
Galway
to have it.
know.
He would have to have it on him, right? Like the wizard downstairs would have to have it on him potentially.
Possibly. Is there anything
You
else
might.
that I would know specifically about? I really don't know, how it's different in
yeah,
D&D.
no, absolutely. I didn't want to interrupt you, but like you could certainly consider like a seance or something like that, right? To try
Oh,
and
actually,
call this
talking
ghost.
with them.
Well, to try and like summon this ghost from where it is when it's not here, right? That would be some grave domain stuff. Are you
Hey,
French,
that's the
right? Asking it
secret
these
code
questions.
right there. No one knows about that.
Um, you could certainly, sort of come around when it comes out at night and see if you can't find it then, right? And just confront it directly rather than trying to draw it to you. But yeah, there's definitely ways to try and draw it to you, but you would also know probably like even when it comes to seances, like sure, part of it and part of all of Grave College is the vibes, right? But seance during the middle of the day just doesn't really fucking cut it, right? Like it's just the vibes aren't right. Where how are you gonna have candles lit? In, there you go, bachelor and vibes. How are you gonna have spooky candles lit and dramatic seances and chanting and weird things in the middle of the day? It doesn't quite cut
All
mustard
right.
when
Yep.
it comes to Grave College. But it is certainly possible. Ceremony is a very good call out there. Anything in particular with ceremony you're looking at there, Zuni, as opposed
I
to
was
that?
just I was just posting it so I could read it. See if there's anything that is potentially useful in this situation.
See if there's anything potentially useful. While you guys are also talking and kind of Vethic, you are sort of taking point on this in a lot of
Yeah,
ways
I've
as you
done
realize
many
the subject matter.
seances, communicate. I've sent people to
Yeah.
the obviously to the grave. I brought them back, dude. Like it's pretty easy stuff.
All very regular stuff for you. Roll an insight check with advantage for me, Vethic. And you could click
Like,
the little arrow button in the chat. Oh, yeah, never mind. You're good. Yep. All good. 14 plus whatever. 22. Easy. He can't miss.
man,
Um,
you're on it. You're on it.
Not until combat.
when
Yeah, not until combat.
That's right, yeah. So on that insight check, right, you're kind of thinking through like what you've read of this and how it all fits into what you know about these like ghosts, hauntings, the tethering of a spirit to another world, because they feel something is left undone. And what sticks out to you in the writing in this journal of what seems to be a firsthand account of the very ghost haunting this place, there is always that focus on the rubble on the fourth floor, it seems, as you look back. There is always that is what haunts this very creature's own nightmares, these visions of that rubble. And you imagine, as you think of like, how do I get this soul laid to rest? What is it looking for? What does it want? That sort of repetition of that image comes back to you with that high insight check.
This dude wants us to clean his apartment.
Probably, and if he does, we're gonna kick his ass.
His final
That's
wish
right.
is to clean. Get rid of all of his porno mags. The family
That's
does.
right. Delete my browser history. That's
That
all I'm
goes
asking
too
of you, group of
much.
adventurers, hundreds of
His
years
naughty
later.
adults.
All right. Well, we know what we need to do. We need to do a seance tonight in the library.
Not in the
Everybody-
library, on the fourth floor. It sounds like, right? We should
Was it the
go
fourth?
get eyes on the fourth floor if that's what he's concerned about.
Oh,
Right?
okay. All right. I thought the most activity was in the library, so that's what I thought. You want to go to the.
But if we get rid of the source, does all the other activity just go away?
I mean, we could communicate with more than one, I guess, but once you start messing around so much, we're bound to run into something not friendly.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wonder
let's
if the-
start. Go
I
ahead.
wonder if that ruin stone's upstairs on the fourth floor is why this ghost seems so infatuated with it.
We haven't gone up to the fourth floor, have we?
No, not
That is
yet.
correct.
Okay. Well, I guess. I mean, it's still daylight out, so we still got time to keep searching for anything else. Like we know that at least when night falls, we'll do a séance somewhere. But I guess.
Can I see the book?
All right, be careful with it. All right.
Mm-hmm. I wanna like anything that I deem noteworthy. I wanna copy little bits and pieces of it on some scrap paper.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take some scribble down some notes and things like that of those sort of the repetition of that imagery. The
You know,
dates
what
and the
are
big
our
jump.
theory, some dates, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. You are just plotting this all out. Dr. Vethic is kind of he's gone full professor mode.
The lab
Much like his
coat's back
glasses.
on, do the glass
Yeah,
throw.
the lab coat, the glasses popped on.
Pipe, dude.
He's got a pipe out of nowhere, blowing bubbles.
Pardon my inexperience, Professor, with the grave domain, but I have a theory that if say the spirit was being bound to this world. What if the spirit was being bound to this book?
Burn it.
I suppose it's possible. And I just start listing off like a bunch of like fucking nonsense that would try like confuse
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uberto, not intentionally, but just like running through a bunch of like, well, yeah, if it's this or that, maybe, but typically in my it just like it could be a possibility. So it's something we could try.
Yeah,
Not
because
opposed to
my
it.
theory is we just burn the book. That's I figured that maybe I'll take some notes of some important things or our theory behind it. Burn the book for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just a theory, just an idea.
Like the old book burner, dude. I knew
Mhm.
another guy that liked to burn books.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Burning book is an option, as is just about anything else you guys can
I
concoct.
would maybe let's since let's go through our other options and kind of make that like one of the last. Because if we burn it, dude, then we have no way of like you know that's like a one and done, and then we're like, oh shit, we've
Yeah.
exhausted all of our options, and now we don't have a book anymore.
Uh, what about um, what about like a detect magic on the book?
Yeah, I guess Zuni could do that. I don't think I have it prepped or as a
I think you
ritual.
can ritual it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
ritual it. Just
ritual it.
takes 10 minutes.
We got time.
We got time while we're
We do
sitting
have
here talking, bouncing ideas.
Yep, shooting shit.
Hmm.
Uh, do I have? I don't even have it.
Jimmy could do it. He just said he could.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
I thought I
I'll
did,
do it
but
as a
Sure.
ritual while we're
I
chatting.
don't even have it.
Yeah, yeah. As you guys are all kind of, Vethik takes on the role of the young upstart student, right? As Vethik transforms into like this very professorial image, suddenly like Wuberto, who's been in the back of the class, who been in the back of the room, tucked in the corner, pops up and has like a tightly combed hair, glasses on of his own, like a polo t-shirt and slacks. He's like, Excuse me, professor, but what about, have you considered this potential theory?" And they're going at it at that point, and you're like, all right, let me just give this shit a once over with the old ritual magic. Easy
Mhm.
enough, right? As they kind of go on and on. Mara, what are you doing? And Whisper, you as well. What are you guys getting up to as all this happens?
I'd like to do a nice divine sniff of the book.
It's always
Given the
sniff.
old divine sniff, as they call it. Yeah, I mean, interestingly, I'll give you this, right? I'll say that, there is some trace of that undeath, right? There is that strange, tingly sensation of a ghostly apparition, different than undead or some of the other various forms. Fiends and things like that all have their own sensation and scent. This has that sort of lingering waft of the touch of a ghost, which is all seeming very familiar. But nothing on this book itself directly feels cursed or otherwise like malignant or undead, right? It's not bound in human flesh or anything like that, right? These notes are not written on human skin. This is just a regular notebook that seemingly has come into contact not so long ago with a ghost.
It
What
stinks,
about you,
guys.
Whisper?
I'm thinking about going up to the fourth floor and like iron. Can I take the scaffolding up to the fourth floor? Is that
You can
possible?
take the regular stairs up, absolutely.
All right.
I'll go head up there with you when I'm done with this ritual. I'll check it out too.
Cool. I'll just drop you up there. Yeah, so you get up to the fourth floor. It is among the most destroyed. You sort of saw on your way to the tower in the first place. That like that whole thing is sort of open air, call it, and not on purpose, right? The whole roof has been knocked out for a good chunk of it. Ditto a lot of the walls, so you're just kind of exposed to the elements pretty broadly up here. Birds flying high above, a sort of late afternoon breeze coming in nice in the tower. Um, But yeah, you get up here and it is largely destroyed. In the center stands this sort of broken planar beacon, and around you, prisoner cells line the walls with bars broken and bent open, as though whatever creatures were in here within somehow broke out.
Prisoner cells. Huh?
And
Guys,
with
that was
that,
some
I'll
weird.
move the rest of the gang up. Onion, I don't know why you went smooth out the window again.
I don't
You,
know
ch- you,
why
t-
that window's there. No, I was
you
following
taking
or
the hard
trying.
way up. You were like, I'll just
Yeah.
fucking climb up the side of the wall.
Ooh.
I love doing things a difficult way.
She climbs up and forgot why she wanted to go.
Someone canceled my sins act.
Yeah, just absolutely befuddled and moving in circles. But yeah, so you guys all in turn, get up here. Whisper, you kind of, and I just moved you guys so you could all see. But Whisper, you kind of get up here first. But while they're all doing that, you kind of sneak away yourself. Anything while you've got the space to yourself that you're looking at or doing. Vethik has been. Yeah, by all
Yeah,
means, let's go for
I
it.
guess I'll do an Arcana check up here and see what's on the up.
Yep. Vethik has been the one largely engaging with Galileo here on like the nature of, you know, plain old planar travel, which of course is what this tower was sort of all about. But you yourself also came from a different place and found yourself here in a new plane, the prime material plane, at some point or other, with your changeling body, with an intelligence 17 Arcana check. Yeah, this is obviously the site of like some great catastrophe of the magical variety. Anything in particular you're looking for on that 17 Arcana check? Anything you're most interested in?
If there's any, I don't know. My character's kind of goal is to try and figure out a way to get back to my plane. So maybe looking for any kind of connections to other planes here, or anything kind of like.
Yeah, absolutely. On a 17, I mean, connections to other planes were sort of the name of the game here. These cells and things like that lining the walls were there to house these creatures, right? That were brought over for study and things like that. So that was Thalavar's sort of whole bailiwick, was drawing these things, trapping them, studying them, and understanding kind of what goes on in other planes. There's probably not much for you to glean in that larger objective, only that in a lot of ways from your research, sort of between one of our first adventures and now, you knew that there were certain places that the Feywild was accessible, right? And they might change and shift over time, especially with something like the Fey. But there were portals, for lack of a better term, between the planes. What's interesting here is that while those are kind of like one-to-one direct portals, this was establishing something that was sort of one-to-many, right? And could seemingly go to different places on command rather than having specific and dedicated locations that you would seek out and with any luck, find out there, to traverse between planes, right? This was like, you know, on command kind of stuff.
Yeah, nothing I can really use to help like create a tunnel or a bridge or a portal or anything. Just kind of the ruins
Yeah,
and
certainly
ruins.
not in its current state or anything like that. But there is definitely an interesting element to this, right? There is some planar beacons are not like an unknown thing, but it is always very interesting to see it. And are you looking to try? I would say that anything you would be looking to glean is probably buried in his notes, right? Which are nigh impossible to translate, and what Galileo has like specifically been dedicating his work here towards. But you do see something interesting to all of this, right? Starting to understand the form and the function of this machine, if you could call it that, in this planar beacon. You've never seen one in person by any stretch, but you're definitely able to find some interesting stuff out, but nothing that can you can just turn on a key and use.
Yeah, are there any like runes or anything on the floor still that I can see, or on the wall or anything?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I should certainly think so. There'd surely be all kinds of magical runes, all throughout the walls and things around the machinery itself. Yeah, I'm sure the magic sort of coursed through this place. So there's definitely a lot of that.
I'll kind of scribble some of those things down in my little book and make notes.
Yeah, absolutely. You make note because much like Vethic, the wizardly way of interacting with magic is so scholarly and academic and formulaic. To you, for better or for worse, your magic just flows naturally through you. So you've never
Mm.
had to engage in it this way or try and do it, but you make notes of these things for later research, as you sort of start to try and piece this stuff together a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll decide it later because he's the only person I can.
That's right.
Mm.
The rest of you guys all, as you climb the floor, the stairs to this tower, the top of this tower, on the fourth floor here, and find Whisper kind of quietly sort of poking around and jotting down notes and drawing in his notebook to quietly to himself. But you guys all make it up in time. Zuni, for your part on the detect magic of the book, there was nothing outside of the usual magical essence of a wizard's spell book, right? Not that this is a spell book, but it's written in much the same, right? That is wizards for you. It's much of that, where it's using magical ink and magical paper and written in such and such a way, but nothing specifically here that is there is some kind of magic cast upon this book. As far as you guys can tell, this truly is this dude's journal, and it seems to be the main thing he comes back to interact with.
And can I continue concentrating on that while I head upstairs so it covers this top floor too? Or do I need to
Yeah, the
re-ritual the
planar.
top floor?
I'm sorry. How long does your divine? Oh no, sorry, not divine sense. You know what I mean. How long does that last? Is it just a concentration?
I believe so.
Concentration 10 minutes. Yeah, I'd say with 10 minutes, you quickly gather that there's not much to dig into on this book necessarily, and so with some of the time you have left, you shut the book and head upstairs to join some of the rest of the group. This place, much like some of the rest of it, is sort of bathed in that vestigial magic, traces and decayed elements, call it, of magical power, especially from the planar beacon now destroyed in the center, and you still get these weird aberrations of magical energy off of it, as it's sort of on the fritz, so to speak. But it stands there in the center, and nothing sticks out to you immediately as some real strong magical source.
No ruin stone immediately lights up as I walk upstairs. What you're saying.
Correct. No,
Okay.
for what was described as being that rune stone, nothing like that is at hand.
So this destroyed beacon that is H10, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, can you actually see the those little journal tags?
Yeah, yeah. And actually, if
Interesting.
I
I
hover
honestly
over it,
didn't know that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
it's
a
the
journal shortcut for
H10
me.
and the H7 scaffolds and the broken beacon. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them too.
I can't see it.
I
I know what
can.
you're talking about. I can see it on IDM though.
Yeah, see
Interesting.
one right there, and then here.
Those and Zuni 2.
We've seen them
Zuni
I
on
am,
every
dude.
floor.
I mean, someone should stop me.
Interesting. journal notes. I wonder, can you guys pop those open? Honestly, I can't
No.
seem to pop them open, so
No, they're
perhaps
orange. I mean,
it's
I can't open them.
Yeah, I can't
yeah.
either.
Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, those are for everybody's understanding. Those are actually like journal shortcuts for me that take me to like the room in the adventure. Which of course makes sense for Aeronite and Zuni in particular having DM'd, right? So H10 is the broken beacon, like that's the whole room. H7, like you say, is the scaffold, so it's the description of the scaffold. So that's what you're seeing
That's
there,
handy.
and yeah, it is very handy. It's a nice little thing to have. So it's yeah, that's a nice feature.
So I want to take a look at the beacon specifically. I don't know if I missed the description of it, but my thought is that if this guy is fixated on the top level and it being a mess, and this beacon was kind of like his pet project, his baby, like what's broken about it? Like, is it fixable? Is that what he's wanting us to do? Trying to just survey that whole scene.
Yeah. So you certainly have a look, and I would say that fixable is probably something for somebody else to figure out, right? Like you look at
Sure.
this, and it's like this massive magical thing. For a fact that there is still some energy pulsing through it, and that it's certainly acting up. Um, I would say that to look at it and determine whether it's fixable or what is far beyond any of you guys, even broadly speaking. Um, but I will definitely say, as good members of the Empire, of the Dwendalian Empire, um, you guys all get a strong sensation, based on what you're seeing here, that if anybody would have interest in this, it is the Cerberus Assembly, the sort of cabal of wizards and mages and magical folks who are a major component of the Dwendalian Empire and the kind of the ruling of it. Um, Long, fraught, complicated history with those wacky wizards. But the Cerberus Assembly is definitely somebody who would want to get eyes and potentially hands on whatever's going on here in this rune stone that's been described.
So it's more that it's just on the fritz. It's not like in pieces on the floor or anything.
Right, yeah, it's like this large shattered beacon. Surprisingly, they don't give me like a big flowery description of it. You would think so, considering it's such a major component, but um, it is like this wild machine, having sort of this large reinforced, almost like a bulb in the center, and big rings of various metals and alloys, that seemed like they would probably rotate around in various things. You guys would all probably know the magic leaning folks here, of the various ley lines that course over the land and sort of deliver the flow of magic, much like streams and rivers deliver, throughout water throughout the world. Much is the same with the sort of pulsing of magic, but all these things are these sort of large, complicated, and blown the fuck out, frankly, machines that certainly don't look like it's something you could whip together and be like, okay, we're back, right? I slapped it back together with some duct tape, and it works now. Enjoy. Just surveying it, it is far beyond anything you guys could do.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on up here right now, but if the
Yeah,
ghost
right.
is concerned with this, like, what do we do?
I still want to have a seance.
Yeah, I think it's starting to get to the point where we might just have to come back tonight.
It's been a while since Professor Bethic has done one in this setting. Excited.
Professor Vethic is getting back to his roots,
Yep.
baby.
The last one I did was on sabbatical many moons ago.
That's right. Fantastic. Well, if we feel good with where we're at now, and we wanna hit a séance, we can definitely do a little bit of a time skip to the evening. Do you guys think you stay here? Do you leave and come back? What do you guys think as you sort of resign yourselves to trying to interact a little bit more directly with what goes on here?
I don't know. I feel like we need the seance supplies, right? I mean, just for sake of brevity or whatnot, like pull out like an old notebook, some field notes and everything that I recall. Like, all right, this, we
Yeah,
go to
absolutely.
spirit
So
help.
you guys think you're just gonna step away from the tower for a bit and return later on? Is that fair?
I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything else to do here right now. So,
Perfect.
I'm gonna stop by the
All good.
shop and pick up a Waluigi.
A
Hmm.
Waluigi board. We're gonna get some
uh,
pervert
wow.
sherbet, and yeah. So with that being said, let's do this. Let's take a quick break here. We'll come back from our séance. Anything you guys can think of, as far as stuff you might want to pick up for such a thing or anything like that, you say the word, and we'll say that we'll take our own little break. Come back here at 10:53. And yeah, you could pick up snacks in real life. You could pick up snacks in the game. Um, all these things, right? So if you think of anything that you wanna grab out and about around town, we can certainly do that when we return, both to the game and to the tower. So let's break for a bit, and I'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right, now we're back with snacks, baby.
All right, who's back so far? Sound off.
I'm
Present.
I'm here.
All
I got
right, I
snacks.
heard Zodic, Zuni, and Dozer.
You know,
GM
me,
Aaronite.
Aeronite, Onion, and Doza all have the vibes tag, but Dadgoth and Zuni don't.
Right.
Ancient Tango.
I don't know what that is.
That's right.
I'm too old.
Just how you show your dedication to vibes.
Again, I'm old. I don't know what you're talking about. Use old man language and explain it to me, please.
Discord added a little tag on the end of your username. Servers could put like 4-letter tags together, so you'll see it. Zodic exotic vibe with a little leaf or something like that. That's what that is. So it comes from the Sloth Gang server. It doesn't do anything or bring anybody any value as far as I know, but it exists.
Like a clan
Player.
tag.
Yeah, kind of like a clan tag.
Okay.
You go to profiles. I'll even give you pictures. Oh yeah, if you go to your user settings, profiles, and then scroll down to the very bottom, you can choose a server tag. And Sloth Gangs is vibes because we voted unanimously like a democracy on it.
I don't think it was a unanimous vote.
It wasn't, but I'm gonna pretend it was.
It
Sounds like
should have been
onions.
Doza, but whatever.
I didn't even
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a vote. I'm
See,
really paying attention to those things.
the
Gotta unmute
candidates
vibes,
were
Zuni.
yeah, the candidates were Vibe, Dad G, Doza. What else? Vibe was the only rightful answer.
Believe it or not, I did not. What do you call it? Run or campaign
sure about
for
that?
the Dad Goth tag.
Oh yeah.
It just happened that way. People just, they want what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like we've got
Okay.
everybody back now. If I'm not mistaken. Anybody not here? Speak up.
There you go.
Very
I have
good.
the leaf. Why is it a
Aaron-
leaf?
For
One of
weed,
us.
Zuni, for weed. Now everybody knows you're a weed head, Zuni. It's on your permanent record.
Uh-huh.
I think I had weed once, like 15 years ago. Does that count?
I guess
Stop
so.
talking about this in front of Dad, Goth.
Say, old man.
I don't even know what
That was
weed is.
seeds and sticks.
That's what grows in your gardens, Dadguth. You gotta get rid of them.
You're not high unless you're outside of your body
I
now.
was gonna say times have changed now. It's all about giving yourself panic attacks. Alrighty, gang.
Literally.
Um,
Literally.
Absolutely. So, back on track here. You guys are making your way back to the tower, where you spent the afternoon kind of scoping things out and trying to figure out the little bit of a mystery we've got percolating here. You're fairly
Percolating.
confident, percolating like a nice coffee machine. You've got what you feel confident is a good sense of what's going on here. You haven't quite figured out the why, but you feel pretty good that old Thalavar has been haunting his tower and taking possession of the mage Galileo. No, not Galileo. Galileo, and scribbling away in his journey. God damn it! See, now my brain's broken. Scribbling in his journal long into the night while old Galileo is trying to sleep. What keeps this ghost here, we don't know. But certainly something prevents it from leaving this place. And you guys have kind of broken away here. Yeah, exactly. You're telling. You guys have sort of broken and gone and sort of collected some various goods, whatever you think you might need. Mara got snacks. Vethic went and got plenty of candles and spooky cobweb decorations and things like that for his seance. All the requisite materials. Anybody else get anything else for the evening in the time that you went away? Mm-hmm.
I brought my jammies and some popcorn.
Jammies and popcorn, classic over stuff. Yes, Zuby?
Yeah, remind me. We got a spell scroll of Revivify, if I remember correctly. I don't see it in my inventory.
You are correct. It may not be there, but it certainly is there. So,
Yeah, Zuni,
Okay.
you took it, so I don't have a record of it.
okay.
I am old and didn't know how to add it, probably.
That's no problem. I'm sure I can do it in pretty quick order. Yeah, anything else that you guys do in the meantime, though?
Yeah, I just make sure that we have that so that when we inevitably die fighting a ghost, that I can bring us back.
Mm-hmm.
You mean when Doze inevitably calls the ghost something wrong?
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
This is
we're going
my
into
first time
this
doing the
peacefully,
seance, dude.
but I've been with the doctor a good number of times and know that it'll likely end up with the ghost attacking us for something he said.
Oh, ye of little faith. Vethic, what do you think of all this slander?
I'm not, when you do a seance, it's all about the vibes, and you're bringing in a negative energy right now.
I have the leaf.
You do.
Yeah, all that negative energy is gone thanks to that leaf.
And whispers Sage.
Yeah, and of course, with that, right, speaking of Vethic, as you guys are all kind of meeting back up, having collected your various things, you see Whisper mention that he got some sage from a garden on his
Good.
way. Yeah, well, it sounds good, and then you look at it and you see he's literally holding like fresh sage. Like in no way useful for smudging and the things that you would do. The old dried out like smudge stick. It's like a very different form of sage.
Like I say,
It's very potent, but it's not.
you got the
It's
right
not dry
idea.
out, but it's really more for Mara and her cooking because it is delicious sage that he's picked
Really
here.
add something to the seagull.
Put it on the top.
So I kind of roll
But,
my eyes and I look at him like, hey, the thought's there. And then again, out of nowhere, I pull out like this briefcase from like absolutely nowhere that has all of the absolute everything needed for a seance. Like, don't
Yeah.
worry, I never go anywhere without this, just in case I need to do an exorcism, a seance. You never know. But that's Grave College 102.
Oh, okay.
Not 101. I'll give you some slag, not 101, but that is definitely 102. That's second semester shit, dude. Never go anywhere without being prepared. I'm quite honestly disappointed in you.
The layout for the classroom materials for 102 was fucking rough on that college student budget of yours, having to buy all that stuff.
Yeah, taxes,
But
man.
it does come in handy. You can't be a grave cleric without it.
Nope. Again, I just pull it out of absolutely nowhere. Like, how did I hold this on my person? To which I
I'm
say, don't
also
worry about
imagining.
it.
Can I do
I'm
an insight to see if
imagining
he
it's
bought
like
it or if it was like taken off a desk?
What'd you ask?
Can I do an insight to see if he actually paid for it if he took it off a desk?
Oh my
Sure,
god!
make an insight check.
This was given to me by my master. I don't know if that'd be a
Are you
master
telling the
word.
truth? Are you telling the truth, Doza?
Yes, I'm telling the truth.
Well, you are fairly
Given
confident
down
that
to some-
Vethic is on the up and up here, and he's telling it true.
Listen, you can't mess around when it comes to the grave, dude, because if we mess around, you screw around, we're gonna invite some bad things here, and then we're gonna have to kick its ass, which is fine. I'm always down for a good ass kicking, but if we can respect it as much as we can. But yes, the seance tools were handed down to me by my one of my professors that I learned from many many moons ago.
You stole them, didn't you?
I did not steal.
Another insight check until we find out
God.
until somebody crits. No,
These have a
all
very
true.
good meaning to me.
Mm-hmm.
To help. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sentimental value.
Sentimental. Thank you.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Yeah, Vethic pulls out his seance stuff from like a briefcase he whips out from behind him out of nowhere. I imagine it's like a tackle box where a bunch of like shelves open up on arms and extend out, so there's like multiple layers of
almost
all
like a
your
bag
different
of
things.
holding, but like a tackle box.
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine there's like locks on it, and the code is like 123 123.
The code for him gets luggage. But so as you guys are making your way back here, having kind of linked back up, everybody parting to get some various things. What kind of snacks did you grab, Mara? Actually, the most important thing we got to figure out real quick.
I baked them fresh. I have
Oh.
many loaves of seagull bread for the gang. Should see us through this evening, but no promises.
Seagulls abound in the waterfront city of Leilon for sure. You have no trouble sourcing the goods, and you've got the expertise here. So yeah, you whip up some seagull loaves in your time. Get that prepped for the gang for a nice little sleepover. So with that, you guys are making your way. Night has started to fall here, having sort of spent the afternoon at the tower. The sun has gone down, and you're winding your way back, sort of up that long switchback path as this tower sits on top of that high elevation in the center of town. As you begin your ascent, however, you encounter 4 soldiers arguing on the path. You recognize all of them, in fact. There's 3 of the soldiers that you met on that 3rd floor who were doing the work, named Erlum and Kaz, as well as a dwarf named Gory. Finally, out there is Sergeant Haz Yoram. He is the kind of bit of a wine-soaked bastard of a head guard here. He's seemingly in charge, and struggling more and more with that these days with Wuberto's increased role with the troops. But he is technically the man in charge, and spends most of his days avoiding doing any work or being of use to anybody. But they are sort of all there standing and having a bit of an argument here.
This is for someone else.
Roberto, get your men in line. We need good vibrations.
Hey, what are you guys arguing about?
Hey, what do you hear? What do you say?
Hey!
Has looks over. Oh, you again.
You again?
Yeah, me
again.
again.
That's
What do you
right.
gotta say?
There, young citizen.
They ran away from the tower screaming. Bunch of nonsense talking about a ghost. Fed up with them. Tired of this. The mage has been on my ass about them, and now I find them out here running down the ways, crying like babies.
Where's the mage at now?
They look at you guys, recognizing. Still in the tower, as far as we know. We didn't see him leave or anything like that.
Okay. He's definitely a demon. It's fine.
Whatever's in there's a fucking demon, I'll tell you that. It was like this creepy old man with wild hair and burning eyes. We'd never seen anything like it. We told you guys about what we'd been running into, but it's never been like this. He was right there, right in front of us.
Oh, he's ticked because we took his diary. We'll tell you about it later. Let's go. We'll go talk to him. We'll deal with it.
Go ahead and take the night off. We'll take it from here.
Has kind of looks back at you guys with a bit of a sneer here. Fine, you guys go have fun with it, but you, and he gestures back to the other guards, better be back there in the fucking morning and getting back to work and not fucking bothering me with this. I will tell you that much. And I am going back to bed. And he storms off. That has Yoram. So with that, you guys can continue your ascent here, back up towards the tower.
Chief's gonna have his ass.
The ghost is ticked off. You took that book, Doza, I think.
Well, we're gonna have a little chat with him.
All right.
Let's not keep
This-
him waiting. Yeah.
This is your show. You're the
Yep,
dead guy
yep.
guy.
Again, we'll talk to him, and things go south. We'll kick his ass.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. You just give me the signal, and I'll cue the music on the two face punchers. What's the signal? I don't know.
What should the signal be? Roddick, what should the signal be?
When the ghost starts consuming the good doctor's soul, we'll attack.
Listen, many have tried, all have failed. That's the last thing I'm worried about, him getting my soul, dude, because there ain't much one left, so.
Dad, can I shape change to look like the wizard Thal?
You wouldn't know what Thalavar looks like.
Not Thal,
Galileo,
Galio? Yeah,
Galio.
sure.
but make him have big knockers, though.
It's like,
Like, let's see if we can confuse him a little bit, dude.
Galio the mage with some just big fat honk.
You've been playing with that Withers mod that gives him big naturals or whatever.
it was featured on the their webpage or whatever recently.
How did you find that so quickly?
I have my ways.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's part of the seance. We need Galileo with big knockers.
It's the only way the ritual could be
It's the
complete.
only way the ritual will work.
Is that what they cover off in Grave College 103?
I can't release that information because you haven't passed 102. Wouldn't make any sense to you.
That's fair.
Valid. Fantastic. So with that, you guys can continue making your way up to the tower, and indeed we find ourselves there. I mean, we'll get rid of this guy for now. You find yourselves there once again. This time, it is quiet. It buzzed a little bit, not so, so much foot traffic or anything before. But certainly a bit of noise and commotion as folks worked through the tower this afternoon when you were there. But all is silent now, and it
The
is
air feels
dark.
heavy. Winds
The air,
howling.
the wind's howling, the air feels heavy, a storm's coming, and this place is dark at night. None of the torches or anything are lit. The sort of guards, like bedding and stuff here, lay scattered, as they clearly left in a hurry, and the tower is just gently creaking with a slight moan in the wind. What would you guys like to do here as you've entered?
We're still on the first floor. Yeah.
Yep.
Is the wizard down here? This is
Nope.
where we found him earlier, yeah.
Right. But no, he
He
is
lives
not.
here though, right? I mean,
I'll do a perception check to see if there's anything misplaced or just kind of out of the ordinary.
Yep.
Perception.
You be
Be
perceiving.
perceiving.
Yeah.
we do be
On
pursuing.
on a dirty 20. Yeah, there's nothing sort of is necessarily misplaced as much as just like turned over in a hurry, right? These guys who were all kind of sleeping in this room, clearly breezed out of here with a quickness, scattering all their like bedding and their goods and the various like health potions and things like that they had around. But nothing is sort of out of the ordinary there, and I'll say that even on that unnatural 20, you find the sort of robe of Galileo, the wizard, sort of tucked away for sleep. Nothing, just no trace of him necessarily.
I take the robe and give it to Aeronite.
Oh, for his
Yeah.
costume.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna need that.
Right now he's just ass naked.
I mean, I
No
have like
particular reason.
my elven chainmail or whatever on
Okay.
table.
Yeah.
But
You
my
could
normal
throw a
job-
robe over for
Yeah, I'll
flavor
toss a robe on
for
it.
the robe, what do you call it, the guy that you are pretending to be here. Um, fantastic. So you guys are in this spooky tower now. The like I say, dark, quiet. What are you up to next here?
I guess I would like to kind of go over like, all right, has anyone ever been a part of a seance before? Kind of like just do like a quick brief of like what to expect and how it goes and everything.
No.
So-
No, explain it to me.
All right. So this particular seance could get a little violent because we're reaching out to a specific spirit that seems to be troubled based off of our report. So he may be nice, but likely we'll probably end up doing some kind of conflict with him. Once it starts, it has to go all the way through. We can't stop it. Otherwise, bad things will happen. We will all hold hands around a table, place our objects to communicate with them. I will ask the questions. I will be the conduit. And well, actually, no, I won't ask all the questions. I will be the conduit, and you guys can ask the questions that you want. And then once we're done, we will recite a specific ritual. And then if he decides to show or whatever, we'll kind of just go from there. But
Wait, hold on.
yes.
Is the seance still necessary because he's big and angry and like screaming at people currently? It's like we're not needing to summon him. He's just upstairs, right? I'm sorry, I'm new at this.
No, that's just like getting all hyped up, and it's like, wait, is this like
Bethik is so excited to do his seance. He's got he's so ready for it.
Okay, I mean we
I
can
even
still
brought my
do it. I
seance
just
load.
wasn't sure what the proper procedure. Maybe it's procedurally different
Well,
Since, you know, the
we may
ghost is
not be
already
actually
here.
able to communicate with him on this realm. So he
Okay.
might be yelling, but he may not be actually able to hear us without performing this actual ritual, right? Like he might be yelling, we can hear him, but he can't hear us unless we channel through the seance via me. Like we'll kind of be like talking at the same kind of deal, like at the same time. So,
So
um,
then I've raised my hand again.
yes.
Does that mean that you're going to be possessed and then we have to kill you?
I know how much you would love to do that, but that's not how that works. I'm only the conduit, so once that connection is broken, I won't be with him anymore, and then we'll, you know, figure out what we need from him, and then once it ends, well, I guess I could be killed, and then one of you guys could revive me. Wouldn't be the first time
So
it's happened.
as this conversation is happening, Vethik is standing sort of towards the front of the room, kind of giving this lecture. What are the rest of you guys? Well, I take that back. Um, anything you guys are doing sort of as you stand around here, as he's kind of covering how a seance goes, and then like answering Zuni's questions, things like that. Mara, Whisper, what are you guys doing in this moment? Not necessarily straying too far or anything, but as this is all happening.
I'm taking in the information, but I do think that I'm gonna have to kill Dr. Vethik at some point this evening.
Have to or want to?
The Empire demands it. If he's a
The
possessed
Empire demands it.
Man, if
vessel.
it comes, like, I can be revived pretty easily, dude. It's like,
I don't know if I want to revive you.
I can
no, dude,
definitely
like the
like,
Raven, Raven Mother will get me. I got one for you, dude.
Matron of Raven. As as all this is happening, yeah, Mara, you're just kind of like watching the back and forth, thinking about potentially needing to kill Dr. Vethik here yourself. Um, at that point, you just sort of boredom and what have you. Your pocket goes into your hand goes into your pocket for one of your nice fresh seagull loaves here. As they're kind of doing that, you take a nice big hearty bite of your fresh seagull loaf, and after a moment there, you feel something that doesn't feel so much like seagull loaf.
What did you do
Feels
to
like
my
something's
staple of that gun?
it feels like something's moving in your mouth at this very moment, like thick,
Ew.
pulsing.
They don't turn to worms, dude.
You look down, and indeed, your seagull loaf that you had baked just a little bit ago is packed to the gills with maggots. And you feel them moving around in this very moment in your mouth. What are you doing, Mara?
I'm pretty calm and collected as I spit out all the maggots. Like I don't feel particularly phased. I'm like, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, that tracks. Yeah, you are just like, all right.
Is this supposed to be some extra protein or something?
Yeah, I was like, this
Yeah.
is extra protein, but the Empire has taught me how to control my emotions. It's unfortunate. I hope the other wolves aren't, in this state. But hey, Dr. Vethik, there are maggots in the bread.
This is the sign that something is near. We need to get up to the floor and start this immediately.
so up to this point, I've been like raising my hand and just like seeing how much Dr. Vethik is enjoying having like the spotlight on him, just asking the most asinine questions and just the entire time. But I see the maggots coming out of her mouth, and I'm like, all right, this is okay. Maybe I should pay attention.
This is all fun and games.
And fucking jump out of war. How do I reach these kids? All right, let's make haste and get up there. I've been itching for some action. I think we all have been. We've been idle for too long now. Let's get the band back together.
Did somebody say bonking and bashing?
Mhm.
There'll be plenty of time for that.
Oh, baby, I'm ready.
All right.
So where are you guys headed in this moment then? Anywhere in particular you want to kind of jump to in the space?
Where was he moaning and yelling at?
What is-
So they saw him in this room.
This one?
Yeah, this is where they were sleeping when he showed.
Oh, it wasn't up in the library or anything. It's in the
Correct.
first floor.
He was at some point on the first floor.
I mean,
I
there
think-
is 2 rooms in the back we haven't checked. We can go take a peek.
Now we need a central station.
We needed to go up to the 4th floor, right? That's what you saw as like the thing that was driving him bonkers or whatever.
All right, yeah, let's go up to the 4th floor. That's where I'm feeling the most energy is coming from at this particular moment. I'm imagining.
Right, the energy. Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you guys kind of start making your way up to the 4th floor then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Killer. So we will jump ourselves over there.
For the sake of brevity, I asked Zodic to pick up a table or some kind of flat surface.
Yeah. I got you, dude. I'll pick up a table, bring it with us.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what a table's for, but all right.
Part of the ritual.
For the
Dude, how
Fucking
can you have a seance without a table? I mean, this is
Exactly.
I didn't take Grave College 101, but
It's just stuff you know.
I
you know?
heard some things. Yeah, these are some things you should just know.
Do we have a nice
Um,
tablecloth?
Gotta have
No,
a nice
don't worry
table.
about it.
Oh my god.
Use what's his face's robes as the tablecloth.
Yeah.
We're taking that back, Aaron.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So you guys make your way slowly in the sort of darkness of this tower up to the 4th floor. You hear strange whispers throughout. Never quite able to place where they're coming from.
Oh, he's pissed.
He's pissed. You'll glance and just see an empty corner where you could have sworn it came from as you traverse through the house. Things are strange as you kind of pass through one of the library halls. Or rather, as you pass like up the level of the library hall, you hear the slap of a book hitting the ground, and as one of you peeks your head in to investigate, there is no sign of anything there, but strange things abound as you make your way up, and then find yourselves to the top of the tower here on the 4th floor.
On the way up, I scare Aaron and get him to scream like a girl. Like, oh god, look at that over there! And he's like, yeah.
Performance Sundos.
All right, so up on the 4th floor, Zodic throws
on
the
the
table
floor.
down.
Yep.
All right, gang. We're gonna get started. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, look over there! And everyone looks over to this corner. And then everyone looks back, and then I'm just immediately in the ceremonial robe that came out of nowhere. Again, you don't know where it came from. I was just waiting to don it. So, all right. So we're gonna start a seance now, and like I was saying down there, once it started, it has to finish. It can't stop. Them's the rules. Right now, nothing can hurt us, but then once we make contact, there may be a point. I can't remember if that is actually true or not, but
What was that?
if how seance, if you summon it and actually manifest, but I will be the conduit, so you will speak to me, and I'll be possessed by this spirit.
All right. Should we hold hands?
Once we're done, we'll say a closing ritual, and we'll end it from there and see what he wants. So, everybody sit down around the table. I start pulling. I pull out my tackle box of seance shit and everything like that. You know, start getting the room together. Light the candles. You know, I ask every night to start doing some sage around the room and everything like that.
I pull out my fresh sage with the roots,
Hmm.
and yeah, start doing stuff around the room.
And
There's
so
dirt on the roots.
we sit down and we're starting to get you know, let's see. So to begin out, actually no, to start this, I need to get involved in a trance. So I pull out some drugs, dude, like some ayahuasca or something like that, like whatever the. So I can start like getting into that mode. So I just like whip out some kind of joint, just like take a huge hit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Ayahuasca joint.
You'll ask Benyon. He'll tell you all about the ayahuasca joints.
Yeah.
Should probably
Okay.
have his journal handy too.
Right. So then we all sit around. I would like to ask everyone to hold hands,
Oh, yep.
and I want you to repeat after me. We're gonna get this going. All right. I don't have like a prayer actually set up or anything like that. So
That's okay.
we call upon I don't know. You know.
That's fine. Yeah, you will. Vethik begins to boil, toil, and trouble. Oh my god. Vethik begins to sort of engage in this chant, kind of rhythmic as his eyes roll back, and not just roll back, but seem to roll over pure white, with his weird, spooky Shadar Kai kind of figure and coloration and everything.
Call
So,
upon the
sort of,
Raven Mother to guide us. We call upon your assistance. It starts getting a little more intense, yeah, rhythmic, kind of, you know, things start getting a
yeah,
little violent.
absolutely. And his voice starts to like take on this deep resonant echo as he goes deeper and deeper in. It is all that you guys can do to just sit there and watch as like this whole thing that has been a little bit hokey up to this point becomes suddenly a bit more real and a bit more serious as Vethik goes deeper and deeper into this like drug induced trance. The chant kind of like seemingly driving him more than he drives it as he continues. He eventually comes to a close on that sort of prayer that he has been working his way through. And in a moment, finally, just like not focused on him, you look behind him, and hanging from the sort of top of the collapsed wall that you guys are sort of out, sitting below, one that still stands most of its 20 feet of height. Yeah, basically. Behind Vethik's head, sort of from this wall, you see an old man, burning eyes, fraught and twisted hair, suspended from the ceiling by his fingertips. And in a moment, the sort of thunderous clap as the prayer ends. It immediately falls to the ground, the face suddenly looking more like Galileo on its way down as it lands with a thump on the ground behind, and Vethik's face in turn snaps back up into that same sort of old man's look, with the wild eyes, screams to leave his tower and let him work, and in a moment blasts you guys with a horrifying visage as the face kind of screams and lets out a great psychic resonance of fear and horror off of Vethik, who has become possessed for the time being.
We're gonna have to put him down.
Oops, I didn't mean to roll on that. So I'm going to
Oh,
need a
God.
wisdom saving throw from everybody, if you would be so kind. That
Including
should be.
myself.
No, you can sit this out for the moment.
Okay.
You willingly possessed yourself.
That's right. You opened it. You did all this yourself, and you knew exactly what to do because of it.
Hey man,
Um,
you want it done. I'm not saying this. There's a reason why this is black magic, baby.
that's
Like,
right. You are
you
not
know,
wrong.
there's no other way to do this. But sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty, and you know,
Because
I
you
lean
can't.
over to Mara and I'm like, I definitely thought he was full of it before this exact
So did
moment.
I. I didn't realize he was an actual expert.
Yeah.
well, you learned something
I
today,
think he's
So
less
baby.
of an expert now, is my opinion of him. So
Yeah, he
that's
did
what
get possessed.
He
he put
allowed
himself in this
himself to be
position.
possessed. Yeah.
That's peer-reviewed Professor Bethic.
That's right. Hey, Lizzie's the best to ever
the
do it.
firefighter who makes the fire.
So everybody except Galileo here, our own Whisper, fails the check, or fails the save, rather. You are all presently frightened for 1 minute. And for Zuni, Mara, by the skin of your teeth, you avoid this one. Zuni, do me a favor really quickly. Roll a d4.
Uh-oh.
Zuni, in this moment, as this psychic sort of horrific blast echoes out from Vethic, now possessed, you, in your sort of fear here, let out a scream, and as you do, the wrinkles around your eyes and your mouth become more and more pronounced as you age 40 years in the span of this.
Oh man.
So we got old Zuni now. Rest of you guys are frightened, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. And
I'm not.
you're not frightened, no. But yeah, okay. I just want to see something. Okay, cool. And with that, Vethic is suddenly and somewhat violently thrown to the ground as the ghost seems to leave his body. Which
Do
seems,
am I like prone or anything like that, or
I will say
confused or
this:
anything?
you guys have a moment here of calm as this sort of all transpires. This horrifying visage is cast among the group, and there's this moment of quiet. The body slumped in the corner of Galileo. Vethic slowly starting to get up, seemingly returning to his old self, and that is where we are going to go ahead and roll our initiative.
Against Doza?
No, because
I'm just
as
telling
you
you.
sort of say that, out of the shadows, behind a few of you, slink these horrific creatures, seemingly, formed out of this coalesced shadow itself. They appear behind you guys as the ghost returns to the ethereal plane, and they take form and are going to ambush you guys before we actually start initiative. So, with that, we're just going to figure out where they stand in their order themselves. Cool. We've got them going pretty high anyway, or at
So we
least one
we
of them.
never really got to ask him any questions or anything, right? He's just kind of
No,
like,
sir.
okay.
He did
He
not
was just
seem to
pissed
be
off in
up
the
for
beginning.
talking. He's single-minded this one. So going first here is this Starspawn Mangler. Gonna go ahead and he's going to start off, because he might need this later. He's going to start off ambushing you, Zuni. So they're going to get advantage on their attacks against anybody who hasn't gone, because they have a surprise round here. That's going to be everybody. So we are going to start by attacking the old elderly Zuni twice here.
He gets no respect.
No respect, I'm
Is that
afraid.
like a debuff, like an actual debuff for him? Like he'd lose, -2 strength or something like that, or
I mean, that sounds pretty. Ooh, that doesn't sound pretty good. That sounds good for me. Yeah, that sounds good. Zuni, do you want to lose? No, I'm kidding. No, it's no actual debuffs or anything like that. I'm not going to dog you like that,
it's
especially
just like
because.
cosmetic and roleplay only kind of deal?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So with that, this first one, as it makes its attack with its first attack with advantage, is going to crit here.
Hold on one sec.
You
Let
got it.
me. I can luck it, probably. Right, that's a thing.
Uh, can you do it in a surprise round? Do you have a reaction in a surprise round?
I don't know.
I feel like you do not.
Or
I wouldn't be very surprised
silvery
if you did,
barbs.
I
It
guess.
would be a reaction. I guess luck doesn't require a reaction, does it?
You tell me. What's it say? Is it does it have like some kind of?
When you make an attack roll, choose. You can spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you. Yeah, it doesn't say it's a reaction.
Fair play. Yeah, we'll say that you can't do a silvery barbs or any reactions because surprise prevents that. But ooh, baby. Alrighty. So with that, you are going to knock that natural 20 down to an 8 on the die, +7 for a 15. What's your AC? I believe higher than that. Yes, it is. My
19.
goodness gracious, at 19. Okay, narrowly escaping that first one. Good on you. Let's go ahead and get that second attack out. It's also going to be at advantage because of its ambusher feature. 21 to hit this time is going to be 8 damage to start. And on top of that, it's going to do its extra 2d6 psychic damage from the advantage that it gets as the sort of fear grips your mind, having been kind of caught off guard by these things the way you are. So we're going to do an extra 6 damage to you, Zuni, on that one's surprise round turn. Going up next is going to be this one behind you, Mara. Seeing a sturdier target ahead here. We're going to be in for the long haul for a second. So
Mhm.
we are going to use the Flurry of Claws ability, in which the Mangler makes 6 claw attacks against one target.
The enemy isn't like totally unnerved by the fact that I took a bite of maggot bread and unscathed by it.
Somehow, I think maggot bread is every day for these mamma jammas. So we are going to do. This is going to be kind of annoying to roll, frankly. 6 of these. That's a natural 1, but luckily still an advantage from Ambusher. It's a 15 on the die for a 22 for 10 damage.
Okay, you're just gonna do the damage. I won't miss
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry if you did as well. Plus 2d6 for 4. Another attack. Another advantage. Another, I shit you not, another crit.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
This is still a surprise round, so no reactions.
No reactions on this
Awesome.
one. Unfortunate. So that is going to be the 6 damage that it's rolled here. Rolled low. That is no, this should be 2d8. That's why. Roll an extra d8. Gonna do minus 12 there. Oop, fuck, what did I just do? 34. No. Am I moving you around? Oh boy, are we all out of
Yeah.
whack here? Did I just do that? Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. Where did I put you? Oh, I did the height thing.
I was like, I'm literally in the ground, and if that's an
Yeah,
omen, you let
GN,
me
you
know.
fucking fall through the earth. Let's try this again. -12. There we go. Okay. You have some kind of concentration. Do you know what that is?
I think it's a smite from a
Oh
previous
yeah, you can
round,
wipe
but I
that,
haven't.
Mamma Jamma. Yeah.
Yep.
God, I need a faster way to do this. I should have realized how slow 6 attacks is, like game wise. That's a 19 for the first one. 19. Does that hit you? Just hits you.
Uh, yeah, just
Uh, plus 8. And he's going to do his extra 2d6 psychic for 3. This guy is absolutely shredding Mara right now before your guys' eyes. These things are fucking wild. They, like I say, seem to ooze up out of the shadows in a way and just start digging in with these sharp, sharp daggers they wield. I don't have any good artwork for you, unfortunate. Anyway, back on track. What is that, 3 so far?
yes, 3. That would be 4.
This is 4. 17's not going to hit, but what about on advantage? That one's going to miss too. Okay. So 4. 2 on the first die, advantage. 20 on the second total,
Yeah,
not
that'll hit.
natural 20. Yes,
GN.
that'll hit. Almost GN for you. And I think this is the last one. Let's find out. 18's not going to make it. Second is lower than that. Okay. So he pops up and lets out a barrage of attacks against you, Onion. Absolutely piecing you up. A couple you're able to kind of react and get your shield up for, but many of them finding home, and that psychic damage really doing a number on you. Which brings us finally to our last one here, popping out behind you, Roberto, and about to do the same. Coming in a big way. I'm going to just see if I can do this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. What is your AC? Remind me, Roberto.
18.
Okay, so first one's a miss, but he's got advantage. Still a miss. Second one's a second one's an 18, and he's got advantage for a big one that is 20 something. 26. Okay, this hits. I'm just going to try and go faster.
Dude, I fucking love that. I love that copy pasta. I swear, dude, like you have the template. It just it's like a Mad Lib.
Okay, almost done on old Zodic here. That's going to hit with a 24. He's going to do his extra 2d6 psychic. Okay, that is his round of damage on you. So as this one pops up and starts attacking Mara on the southern side, another one jumps on your back, Wuberto, and just starts digging and digging and digging and digging its knives into you repeatedly in your back. Just also, yeah, doing an absolute number on you guys. So, for those of us not able to see a character sheet, Wuberto and Mara, how are you looking for your companions' own sense?
I'm looking like shredded beef right now.
Yeah, I'm a little more than bloodied, I'll tell you that.
All important stuff to know. So with that, we're gonna have this one pop in here once again at the start of our real combat here and attack you, Zuni. No longer with all that advantage, but he does still get 2 attacks. A 16 is not enough to hit you, and that's his higher of the 2. That's it for him. That is going to be your go, Zuni.
Okay.
Zuna, you look great.
Thanks. I'm scared. What am I scared of? Like, what does the frightened condition do?
Oh boy, what does I almost forgot about that and all those fucking attack rolls that I had to uh, roll. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And actually, realistically, doing all right. While that was a spooky thing for everybody, and did kind of give these beasties the drop on a lot of you guys in the way that they did. It really relies on the source of its fear, which has now returned to the ethereal plane. So we can wipe that fear effect and now just worry about being afraid of the stuff burrowing knives into our backs.
Okay. Perfect. So the homies are not feeling well.
No, sir.
No, they have been brutally and devastatingly attacked. You would see that they are absolutely covered in blood, and these Starspawn Manglers look more than happy to have done it.
All right, I'm going to reposition, risk the opportunity attack to there.
Okay, that would be very good. So let's just see. One attack is 13 on the die. Not going to do it, unfortunately.
Perfect. We're lucky that way. I'm just checking what I've prepared. I'm sorry.
All
This
good.
all escalated very quickly.
Yes, it does.
All right, I'm going to twin spell cure wounds, put a hand on each of their shoulders.
Fantastic.
We're so back.
And I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Hell yeah.
So 15 to both of them.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and give you guys 15, give yourselves 15 HP back. Wow, they've done a very different direction for the. Is this right? Interesting. Looking at 2 very different artworks for these Mammoth Jammas. But anyway, all good. Anything else from you, Zuni?
I was just checking. So it is 1 per spell level, 1 sorcery point per spell level. So that's 2 sorcery points. Perfect. I'm going to use my bonus action. It's at rapid quaffing rules. I can bonus action to drink
Yes,
a
you
healing
can.
potion.
You sure can. Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action to drink a healing potion in turn.
Fantastic. Next up is going to be another one of these Mammoth Jammas, and it is the one on you, Mara. And it is going to go ahead and make a pair of these claw attacks. 19 on the die feels pretty good. That is a 26 to hit, doing 10 damage. as you now turn and look to meet this thing. And it just sort of finds its way shivving you under your breastplate, digging in deep there. It doesn't have advantage, so it doesn't get the extra psychic. So we've got that going for us. So it's just 10 damage on the first attack. Second attack is no go. But that's going to be its turn as it finds home on one, but you manage to get your guard up for the second one and block its incoming shot. That brings us to you, Whisper.
That what is it? Healing touch? Was that a twin cast?
Yes, you got that as well.
It was, yep.
Beautiful. That real quick. I have a cat laying on my keyboard, so
Aaron,
I'll
I'm
try,
scared.
dude.
Ask away. You're right. That is because one of them was accidentally still hidden. It's there now on 11.
+1 inspiration for being honest.
I don't know, like if I dumpster the entire toolkit on these guys and then we're just dead for the ghost guy. I'm not sure, Aaron, to answer your question. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here.
Remember, I can bring them back. Very. Yeah, it's not always about you, Aaronite. Oh,
Do it.
shit.
Fucking love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's right.
man.
You're up here alone right now. You're up here alone on top of the tower, and this is what it's. Yeah, exactly. You let it rip. Mm-hmm. There you go, 21. Not too shabby. And Onion is struggling to breathe, let alone sing. That's right. The three of you guys, you, Zodic, and Onion. Great. All right. Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Vethik, you're up.
All right, so old Onion's looking like chopped beef right now. Is that right?
Say again.
I said Onion's looking like chopped beef. Is that right?
That is right. Wuberto next to you, not looking much better.
All right, well. Yeah, I will cast. I will cast Cure Wounds as a level 2 spell just to keep him topped off.
On who?
Wuberto.
Very good. The woo is coming through. Wuberto gets another cure wounds, juicing him up, putting Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Strong.
Another 8 HP your way, Mr. Wuberto, if you would be so kind.
That
Yep.
is not good.
There you go.
Hey,
And
dude, anything is better than nothing.
I know. What bonus actions do I have? Probably not much. Oh wait, nah, shit. I can't. should have cast spiritual weapon, but that is all I can do because I cure wounds is an actual action. Shit, yeah, that's actually all I can do right now.
Alrighty.
No movement here. Just a quick top off there.
Sounds good. With that, it's going to bring us to our last star spawn, Mangler. Yeah, seeing you getting this, helping to heal Wuberto's damage and undoing all of his good work that he just put in. He's going to attack you twice, Vethic. Damn, another thing on the dice. Okay, and second attack coming out. First one misses. Second one also fucking misses, unfortunately.
Oh, fucking nimble,
Um,
baby.
Yeah, now trying to like reach and find you, unable to find home as Wuberto's big body just kind of blocks it and stops it from reaching you, as it furiously lashes out at you, Vethic, for healing him. Alrighty, that's going to be his turn, which brings us to you, Mara.
All right. I got no juice in the tank. All right, I'm gonna pop Searing Smite as my bonus action.
Mhm.
And then I'm just gonna swing at the one in front of me. I don't know
By
why.
all means, yeah, it always like rolls the damage when you actually do that. An 18 is enough to hit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna juice him up. I don't know if
do
you
an
want me
extra D4 to hit, but doesn't matter right now.
Yep.
to be hitting. Do you want me to roll the smite again?
We could just take the 5 since it's right there, if that sounds
Okay.
good to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alrighty, killer. Is there anything else that happens on the Searing Smite? I see that's a long spell for just that damage. So what else is it? What happens?
Constitution saving throw on a failed save takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Oh, he did indeed fail that throw. So he takes that damage.
Eat pant.
Eat pant. Nice little chunk out of him. I believe you've got another swing left.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, almost
I got
20
a
on.
1d4. Hold on.
Yeah, I had the yeah, fortune's enough to hit. You fucking did it on that one. Love a blast, dude. That's more damage going out. Go for it. Oh no, I'm sorry. 8 damage is right there. Duh. Alrighty, 8 damage, killer. Anything else for you, Mara?
I got nothing else for you.
Alrighty. With that, it is going to be your turn, Wuberto.
Is push a thing in this game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to push this ghoul just off the ledge that's behind me.
Honestly, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Let's do it. For sure. That is going to be a contested athletics roll.
Let's fucking go, dude. I'm ready. Is it athletics?
Yes.
Gonna beat a 25.
No, it cannot, dude. Yeah, on a 13, I had to go with the strength because it doesn't have proficiency, so that's all it's got is its strength. With a -1 in its strength, this thing goes. You tell me, like you how do you fucking fling this thing off the edge there,
Well,
as you do it?
I'm a little pissed that it just like absolutely carved up my back. So I just quick little turn around, just a single hand shove right off the side of the fucking tower.
Absolutely. And I can't remember. So you hear a thud not long after, remembering the scaffolding that's below. So unfortunately, he didn't go the full distance, but you know that you've got a little breathing room from this asshole for a little bit here, as you've just tossed him off the side. And I forget what fall damage is. I will do that. Actually, yeah. I'll do that really quickly. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
Let's see, that's an action, correct?
1d6 bludgeoning for 10 feet
For
fall.
every 10? Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so 2d6. Yeah, so that would be an action for that shove. So you've got a bonus action left.
Let me see.
He'll be back in 2 rounds.
I'm just gonna get back up to snuff, so I'm gonna do a second one real quick.
Hell yeah.
Get a little something. And then I'm gonna do an action surge. Because I want to beat something too.
Hell yeah.
Of course. Otherwise, what's the whole
Um,
thing been about?
and I'm gonna move over here behind Whisper and take a swing. Little targeting thing.
At the one that Mara's working on?
Yep.
Go for it.
We're gonna swing some hand max.
You get extra D40.
What the hell was that? Oh my god. Dude.
He crits though, right on the neck.
Yep, 19
Oh.
damage.
Yeah,
hits.
13 would miss, but of course if you've got a bless, 1 is all you need. So it's a sure thing. So it does indeed take that fucking 19 damage. Big swing there on that guy. Taking another big chunk out of him. He's starting to look pretty shitty.
And I'm gonna do another one.
Go for it. Uh, 23 is for sure gonna hit for 9 damage after. Yeah, this guy is in bad shape as he's getting cornered by the two of you, having knocked the other one out of commission for a little bit. In fact, let me appropriately use my elevate. Ooh, no, because now I can't see that token, and I'm too stupid for that. Okay, good. Having pushed one of them off and just got yourself some breathing room, you hustled up and just started double teaming the one that Mara had responded to, and it's suddenly looking very bad as you guys give this thing the business, and you fortify yourself with a second wind in the process to kind of get back on better footing. So anything else from you? It feels like that was a pretty full turn.
Yep, that should be it.
I feel like you got your money's worth out of that one. So, top of round 2, we are just past midnight. Would we prefer to pick this up with our next session mid-combat, or stick around and resolve this? I imagine it's getting a little late at this point.
If it's just these last two, I'm fine with wrapping up combat. But if there's a
feel like
secret
it's not
surprise,
Yeah.
No, I'll be upfront with you guys. There's no secret surprise here. It would be the 3 of these guys. Once that other one makes his way back up. So just above the table, setting your expectations. I'm not going to pop a ghost out and throw that at you as well or anything. So,
I'd say we
above it-
wrap up then. Finish up the combat.
Yeah, I was gonna say wrap up could mean either one. And I guess in the interest of time, when it comes to wrapping up the combat, I will also tell you guys that, like, this is really the combat. So if you want to just fucking pop it all and wipe these guys, you can fucking feel free to do that. We don't have to skimp on our resources here too much. You're not going to be seeing anybody else before a rest goes through. So just food for thought. So with that, on that one, we're going to start with this guy, who is going to see you, Wuberto, going for it. Ooh, is this 1 of 1 charges? Doesn't need to recharge. Oh no, okay. Uberto, it moves here to get flanking with the other one. It doesn't get its flurry of claws. It needs to do the 6 attacks on things that have not attacked or not have gone in combat yet. That's why getting a surprise round is important there. So with that, he's gonna have his advantage attack here. That one misses. That one also fucking misses. Okay. Second claw attack coming out. Also with advantage. That one does hit, and he's going to get his extra 6 damage because he's got advantage of the psychic, extra 2d6. So he's going to do 7 to you, Wuberto, plus 2d6. 6 damage there. As he moves in and starts going to town on you. But that is going to be his turn. Zuni, that is your turn.
Well, I mean, what else is there to do? You said do the thing.
I said it.
Cue it.
Just let me go out just this once.
Just this once. All right. Well, what fires up here as we start hitting back hard at these guys who opened up strong and are about to face the music? What comes on the boombox?
Well, we add some electric guitars to the Dwendalian Empire, and it sounds a whole lot like Kickstart My Heart, of course.
Alrighty.
The classic.
Yeah, really a lot of strange synergy between those two songs. We're not sure how it came to be, but absolutely you do. As that heartbeat quickens in you guys, and things start popping off here as you get the like that as the familiar feeling of haste comes upon you guys, and you are ready to rock. Anything else for you, Zuni?
No, I'm good. In turn.
Alrighty. This guy's going to try and do his thing to you, much like his buddy did. He's hurting. He is bleeding gouts of blood at this point from where you have worked him over with your hammer. And Onion, I think you're still wielding a hammer too, if I remember correctly. So yeah, he's looking like E.T. if me and my boys caught him in the street. Alrighty, 21. That is going to hit you, Wuberto. For 10, he's going to do his extra d6 because he has his advantage as that psychic energy courses resonating between the two of them.
Don't forget they have +2 AC.
They do have +2. This was a 21, however, and he would have a 20. So he is just beating that. Second attack coming out. At advantage. An 18 is not going to make it this time because of that haste. You are just a little bit quicker than him now as his fast attacks are starting to struggle to find home with how quick you're moving yourself, Mr. Wuberto. So that's going to be his turn. Aaronite, you are up.
Fireball!
Oh no. We're going to what is it here? Fuck. Wild Magic Surge, and we're gonna do a Scorching Ray. At how are these two guys looking to the south?
The one in between Mara and Wuberto is looking very bad. The one to the right of Wuberto is fine.
That's disadvantage because he's in melee, right?
Yeah. What are you hitting him with, Mr.
We're gonna back up a step. I'll take. I'll risk the.
Oh, two of them. Okay. That might be true.
Why not, though?
What is your AC? 16. Okay, that one does not. Okay. And let's see. This is kind of dying breath here. Let's see. Can he do it? Ooh, that is a 19 on the die for a 26. That one does hit you for 5 damage, but no advantage, so no extra 2d6 psychic for you on that one. Ooh. Very good. Your concentration is maintained. What are you doing now that you've cleared these guys?
We're gonna do a Scorching Ray on the.
Yep.
We'll do one on the weak one, and then 2 on the other. The full health.
Baby, the natural 20. Is this natural 20 the first one going into the hurt one?
Not. Let's just...
Alrighty. And that is indeed 4d6. Oh yeah, this guy is hanging on by a thread as he gets absolutely rocked by that first Scorching Ray. as he is the one who hit you, and you kind of quick turn back and loose this thing from the hip, and catch him in the jaw. Where's the next one going? You tell me.
To the guy in the
Yeah, you're still slitting him. Okay,
yeah.
you'll
I guess
split
let's try
fire
to
to
kill off
victory.
this. Let's try and kill off this.
Your call.
Let's do that. It doesn't let me re-roll it, so I'm just gonna link the spell again, but not.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, exactly. Just don't consume the resource.
7 more damage to this.
Yes, sir. 7 is enough to do it with his 6 HP. That scorching ray finds home and blasts him through a hole in the rubble, out and off the tower completely. He is dead.
All right, last. This one's with it.
Advantage from what?
Wild man.
Oh yes, go for it.
So I mean,
Might as well look for that natural 20. Yeah, 23 definitely hits, but always worth a shot. Alrighty.
and then that triggers wild magic.
Yes, indeed. Do you remember what you're on? I know it's been a little while.
I was on.
You were on 8. All right, cool. 8 or below. Whoa, what happened? Oh, right.
It automatically triggers it.
Yeah, it does. It does that thing. What you gotta roll a d20 first, right? That's your first step.
No, not for. So I can.
Oh,
gain
that's
when I
right.
get a
You did the
spell
thing
and
to
I
get
it
there. I'm
automatic.
sorry. You're right. I was mixed up there. You are absolutely right. I apologize. I lost
So now
track.
just roll a D-
Let's see. Well, it rolled. What did it roll? 40, 10. Yeah, I don't know.
32.
Yeah, I don't know what that roll. Yeah, roll. I never know. It always rolls something. Yeah, roll your D100. Let's just do it fresh. 48.
A unicorn controlled by the DM appears in his face within 5 feet of you, then disappears in 1 minute.
Unfucking real.
Dadguns, you told us no more surprises.
I died. You're right. And then wild magic fucking. Oh my god, dude! A goddamn unicorn.
I'm gonna import that image right now.
Unfucking real, dude. Yeah, unicorn shows up. Let's get him in the mix, right?
Why the hell not, dude?
I'm gonna look back at those and go, now that's how you summon another
Like
world.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a massive thing, right? This is a large creature. You could tell from the token size. Massive celestial golden fucking mane, massive horn, like glittering with heavenly magic is this unicorn that shows up, confused as all get out, and like stomping around a little bit on this precarious ledge. But my god, he's in this hoe, and I have never seen
they
this
have-
fucking stat block.
Don't they have legendary
They
actions?
do. They fully do.
Yeah. And
They have so much.
they're definitely good.
It's only CR5, which surprises me because it has, like you say, legendary actions, multi-attack, healing touch. Like, what the fuck? Teleport? What the fuck is going on here?
They're definitely good. Like, the question is, does it attack us?
It is a
Question
lawful
mark?
good creature, so
Right,
I would reckon that between you guys and chaotic evil aberrations, it's gonna lean your direction. I wouldn't worry too much, but it's in the initiative order. It's a fucking unicorn that has showed up, and away we go. I think. Anything else for you, Whisper?
Yeah, could I like try like an animal handling check to see if I can ride this unicorn?
Ooh, this unicorn has a wisdom of 17, and
Like,
yeah,
I try
fuck
to stick
it.
my hand out, I try to befriend
It's
the.
yeah, I mean, it really this a celestial being like this typically transcends the animal kind of realm. But fuck it, on a 19, fuck it, we're riding unicorns. Yeah, you're in. The unicorn says, "Ride me, Aaronite," and you fucking hop on its back. I guess
Come full circle.
we've come full circle.
All right, I'm gonna hop on this
There you
unicorn's
go.
back, and
There you
yeah,
go.
I think it's
Right.
And that's enough of a turn. There's nothing else you feel like doing after
No.
this. Vethic, you're up, buddy. You follow that one.
Feel very insignificant. Yeah, that's how you get freaking.
How do you?
Let's see here. This is. Wait, this one fell off, right? Well, that one's not
Yeah,
a.
that thing fell off for the time being,
Okay.
but it will show back up in at some point.
Let's just. Good. Let's hit him with.
here. I thought the meme was.
So that's the last guy there. Let's just hit
Can
him
the
with.
unicorn make me young again?
Um,
Holy shit!
does
Yeah,
it
if you drink its
have-
blood, you'll be able to live forever.
now you're talking. Yeah, that's perhaps something to try and resolve with the unicorn after the fact.
We're just gonna throw a level 3 guiding bolt at this dude.
Hell yeah, smoke him.
Just fucking. All
19
right,
on the die, looking good. Strong start. 27 to hit. 28 damage, baby. Boom.
just blow his head smooth.
Smooth off. Huge damage, 28 in that shot to him. Brings him from being pretty okay to bloodied in a pretty bad way. Anything else for you?
Let's see. Bonus action. No bonus action healing. Nope. That's it.
Alrighty, sounds good. Well, yeah, you absolutely rock this thing with this monstrous, like, you get this golden
Completely out of
shimmering
nowhere,
heavenly
yeah.
unicorn, and you just blast your dark energy. Still, celestial in its own right, but a little bit different flavored. And absolutely rock that guy. Fantastic. That's going to bring us to this next one. He's got a climb speed of 40. So we'll say he's able to make it back up here. 20 feet. Yeah. He's got 40 feet of climb speed. Push him back off. Yeah, there you go. He's going to make it back up here and attack you twice, Vethic.
No! He climbed back up. I thought you pushed him off.
He did push him off. That one's going to miss. Second one coming in. Actually, what is your 17? Sturdy.
17 AC.
Respectable. That is an 18 on the second one, so he's going to make it on that one. For 6 damage there out to you, Vethic.
I don't know
and
what I
that is-
have concentration on.
Did you have a bless or something out?
I did, but I mean, it would have absolutely expired by now.
Okay,
so.
then you could break it. It's fine. If it's
I
not
don't
doing anything real, it's just.
I know.
You're good. So that's going to be his turn, which brings us to this fucking unicorn with yeah, you said there was nothing else. This unicorn with Whisper on its back absolutely rears up at this hideous aberrant creature in front of it, knowing not why it's here, only that it must kill, and it's going to first attack with its hooves. 17 on the die to start us off for a 24 on the hooves for that one, and then it's going to follow it up by trying to gore it with this horn, of course, that it's so famous for. 23 on that fucking one, not bad at all, for another 7 damage out to him as this thing just spears him through. He's suddenly looking very crappy. And we've got a unicorn running wild. I don't even know what this thing's legendary actions are yet. Like, here we go. Fuck it. It's going to use a legendary action to do one more hoof attack, because why not? Like, well, 2 on the die. That's not going to make it, unfortunate. Okay, well, fucking certainly worth a shot there. We got him back, legendary action, so all good there. That brings us to you, Mara, with the initiative.
Dude, can I
Alright,
cast haste on the unicorn?
Just
Super meta.
absolutely thrashing.
I'm just gonna beat down the guy to the north here.
Go for it, dog.
Kick his ass.
That definitely hits.
Alright. How's he looking?
Not dead
Still
enough.
pretty okay. He did take some damage on that fall, but you know, these guys aren't. These guys are pretty sturdy. They're not terrible. I mean, so he's got -1 strength, but HP wise, they're sturdy.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop Rending Smite, and then I'm just gonna hit him again.
Yep.
I don't know if you see the unicorn's original features, Doza, but you can do a full heal with any spell you cast right now if you're good.
Ooh.
He's definitely
Yeah.
not good aligned.
I don't think I can play that anymore.
Fucking 25 to hit, 12 damage. Certainly another big chunk out of this guy. Taking some tolls on him. And you did a branding smite. I missed that one. Was that with your first shot?
This was with the second shot.
Okay,
and then
killer.
just pull the damage. Yeah.
Yep. And yes, extra 2d6 becomes visible if invisible. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, he's now giving off a dim light. Yeah, Mara, you turn. You know, having had the first one blown smooth off the roof by Whisper's firebolt, you turn and just head to this one that got right back up as a unicorn thrashes behind you, and you just go to town on it. Absolutely doing damage. Anything else for you?
I think I have another hit or two because I'm hasted, right?
You sure do. Yeah, you got another hit. Yeah. Fucking know it, dog. Another 11 damage. This thing is looking bad.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think that's
Hell
all I
yeah.
can do on this turn.
All right, Wuberto, you're up, buddy.
Finish the job.
As fucking Limp Biscuit comes on.
Hell yeah, dude. Get him, Fred.
You with us, Mr. Zodic? If you are speaking, you're muted, my friend.
Yes.
See,
Oh,
you're still
thank
active
you.
in game.
there it
There he is.
No creatine right now. That's tomorrow.
22 definitely hits for 17 damage. Enough to bring this guy to, I shit you not, 1 HP remaining at this point.
All right. Well, another hair max.
Another ham axe, you know that's gonna hit, and you know that does him in. He was fucking hell, like pinned to the wall by this unicorn's horn after it gave him a thrashing with its hooves, and then you just came in and fucking dropped the hammer on him twice without being able to escape, and he goes down.
And I get one more action, I believe.
Yes, so you get one more attack. Or, yeah, you get a hasted action, which can be used for an attack.
All right. Well, I'm going to target the guy in front of Mara.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just do a little. Oh.
Oh, dude, that was...
You get extra. I don't know.
no, that's still going to be
probably
out of range on a D4. That's unfortunate, but damn. Always like when you go for the spells. It's a shame when they don't work out.
That's all right.
Anything else for you?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alrighty. That's going to start the next round of combat with you, Zuni. You're up.
Is everybody healthy?
I'm not healthy, but I think we can just finish this up.
I will fire blast this dude.
Go for it.
While I'm rolling that, can you tell me, does being in the presence of the unicorn make me young again? 16 hit?
16 does hit.
15 damage.
15 damage. Oh boy, this guy's getting there. He is on the edge, but not quite dead yet. Anything else out of you?
Yeah, I'll bonus action heal Mara with a healing word.
Thank you, sir.
Are you good aligned, Zuni? Because it's a
I am good aligned.
Yep.
we're
So
already
that's
full
a
maximum.
yes,
Let's
sir.
Oh, I rolled the max at 9.
There you go. 9 HP back to you.
In
We're so
turn.
back.
And turn, that brings us to you, Whisper. This guy is barely hanging on here. You guys have turned the tides here from a brutal ambush to what is looking like a decisive victory.
Nice.
Although, Wuberto and Mara might need a new shirt after that one. But what are you doing on this as you sit astride this unicorn that's just helped kill this guy?
The unicorn's name is Silvershade, by the way. I was talking.
Silvershade.
In the
But I'm gonna,
meantime,
I'm gonna kind of grab the reins and kind of arch up, and then I'm gonna launch a magic missile at this guy.
go for it. 15 damage, easily enough to do it. You tell me as you cast this from unicorn back. What is it? Paint me a picture here. What's the scene as you strike this last guy down?
I mean, it's obviously middle of night, but there's like this almost like rainbow kind of glow coming off me, as I skillfully and almost like I've ridden this thing before, A lot of repressed moments in my childhood are rearing up here, But the unicorn rears up on its hind legs, and I cast my missiles down on this guy, and they just impact and just blast him off.
Absolutely, send him flying, and that is certainly enough to do it. Killing that guy, sending him flying off just like the others. The unicorn does his regal. What do they call that when they get up on their hinders? Not prancing. I know, I forget. I'll figure it out at some point.
It's like a wheelie, but for horse.
Wheelie for
Wheelie horse. Yeah, that's what they call it. The wheelie for horses is the word I'm looking for. But with that, we will reach the end of our combat as things quiet down here. Zuni, as you guys all stand here for a moment, this unicorn turns its attention to you, sort of sniffs at your face a little bit, now overly wrinkled and, certainly showing some signs of age. Kind of snuffles at you a little bit, leans in, putting its giant head up against yours, and your skin firms up again, the color returns, your wrinkles fade, and you are young again. With that, we will wrap up our session here at 12:30. Unicorn on a roof that is like now slowly gonna start fading away as you hop down from it as the magic dissipates, and this unicorn returns whence it came. We all wish she could stay. We do.
I'll see you
And-
again, Silver.
I'll
you
kneel before the unicorn for sure.
I gotta stroke its mane a few times.
Absolutely. You guys have this beautiful moment with a creature otherwise unknown to you that came by here, and have defeated the beasties up here. And all that remains is whatever's beneath this rubble, that keeps Thalavar so interested. I think that's where we'll end our session here. I think we'll probably have a quick one for our next one because it is really mostly just conclusion stuff. That's why I hesitated there. So we'll do our little conclusion stuff and maybe, some more downtime stuff and story hook for the next one stuff. And we'll go through our level up next time. But I think we'll probably just plan for like a nice short session, kind of fun, casual stuff that we'll do, if that works for everybody.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds good.
Fantastic. Cool. So 24th, Onion, I know you said you're coming back that day. Are you going to be in a state to play, or are you going to be out of whack?
I think I should be fine.
Okay. Let's plan for the 24th if that works for everybody else.
Most likely.
Cool. I think the 31st after that is a holiday weekend, and I'll be away, as I imagine a lot of folks will. So hopefully that works out well. But yeah, we'll plan for short, light, fun, kind of casual session next time, and kind of wrap stuff up here. And I will see you guys then. Thank you for sticking around late. I appreciate it, and I will catch you tomorrow.
Imagine we didn't, we wouldn't have gotten the unicorn.
Right? Like,
No.
it's fucking worth it in the end. Like, we stuck it out and look what we got. Like, what a fucking... That's wild magic, baby.
That's fucking
Sometimes-
that is wild magic, all right. Yes, sir.
That's it. Sometimes he blows himself up. Sometimes he summons a unicorn. You just don't fucking know. Fantastic. But all right. Well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around late. I know that's like an
GGs.
hour past usual. So have a good night and talk to you later.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Dagoth.
Good night.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
Nicholas.
Bye.